Oh, something good to Yeah. Sure. I got it. Hey there.
Hey there.
Nice to see you. What's going on? Nice to see you. Have I mentioned it's nice to see you?
It's nice to see you.
Okay, why is that so funny, Steve? It's nice to see her.
I can only imagine if I was in there if you would say that to me.
Wow. Is that why you were laughing?
No.
You don't have no need to speculate.
Maybe
Let's
it's
just
a
put it that way.
nervous laugh.
I think it is a nervous laughter, yeah.
You know,
What are you
so
nervous
close to due date.
Oh.
Just a due date giggle?
You know,
Could've been,
nervous.
He's always been a little giggler like that, though.
Yeah,
Way
you're
before
right.
due dates were ever on his mind.
Okay, never mind then.
No, I think it's
Trying to-
sometimes hard to take you seriously, and maybe I don't know if there was something about the way she looked that you're gonna go to, and I was pre-laughing because I thought maybe that was it. That could be
You
it.
thought I was being sarcastic when I said nice to see you twice.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because you never can tell.
Right.
But I don't know.
Secret. Keep you on your toes. No, in fact, it's nice to see Terry.
It is nice to see
You understand?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel you.
Can we move on now, please?
I'd be more than happy to.
All right.
Did your power go out?
Terry, we're 20 seconds into the show. He's already slammed the brakes on the program.
I know.
How does he do that? Oh, thanks for the sound effect.
You're welcome.
If I ever need a slam the brakes on the program sound effect, I'll turn to you next time. All right, Terry, you just slam the brakes on the program now.
Okay.
Want to play that sound effect again? All right. Okay.
Well, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Now, what was your question? Did my power go out?
Yeah.
No. Did your power go
yes,
out?
it did.
Well, you live in Auburn. So, third world country. Anyhow.
Sorry.
No power going out on my side of the
Was it on this morning? Is it trouble getting ready?
of the
Oh,
pond.
no. It just went out for like 30 minutes, but...
Mhm. Oh, now it's no big deal.
No, but
Saying
it was-
you're about to be up in arms.
It's just crazy weather, stormy. You know.
I know you're gay. It's nice to see you, though. So, David,
Yeah, right.
any second during this program or any program coming up, I mean, we're 3 days away from your due date.
Well, we are 3 days away, yeah.
It's 3 days.
Well, it's Friday, yeah.
Your due date is Friday. Yes. You got 16 pagers, cell phones, and anything else on you? Blackberries,
I have no blackberries.
huckleberries. What do you got?
I have mountain huckleberry yogurt, but other than that, I'm, you know. Well, I have a telephone.
A telephone. I haven't heard the word telephone used in a long time.
Not since it was invented.
It's good to know you have a telephone.
Have the old-fashioned dial phone.
Yeah, it's got a landline right here.
Wow.
This big box.
Is that what you call it? All right. Well, so at any minute, I'm just making sure I'm aware in case it happens. You could say, T-Man, well, what would you say if you got the call that lets you know that, hey, Benny is a-coming? Well, what would you say to us, and would you leave abruptly? I imagine you would. How would this all work out?
Oh, I'd finish out my shift.
Oh, jeez. See, I'm trying to be serious here.
No,
I'll be there in a minute. I've only got a couple hours to go, honey.
I'm trying to be serious. If I wanted to be sarcastic, I would act differently. That's why I didn't say it's nice to see you, Stephen.
Right.
So I'm being as serious as possible.
No, I understand
want to
that.
know what the protocol is in case some kind of call comes into you
I would
saying
say,
that
well-
the big moment is here.
I'd give the big announcement noise.
Okay, no.
Then I'd say, T-Man, my wife has just called, and we're ready to go. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll keep you informed as to what's going on.
What if we're in the middle of just an amazing conversation?
Oh, that wasn't sarcastic. I would say that, well, if you don't want me to interrupt, maybe we should ask you what you would like me to do.
Oh, no. I think this information, this news, this event supersedes any kind of amazing conversation we obviously could have.
Right. I mean, I
So-
could just turn off my mic and email Dave and let you know.
No, I would
Okay.
want to hear it from you. I want to hear those words be put on the record, because there's a record taken of every show, Terry.
Oh, I know.
And I want no just silence and all of a sudden, where did he go? Oh, Pasty, what happened? Oh, he got an email. I don't want to hear that. I don't want that to happen. I want
Right.
you to
No,
say,
I
T-Man,
wouldn't think so.
even though you're in the middle of a spectacular call with John like never before, I must tell you that we're in labor and I'm out of here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Then maybe we can provide you like some police escort over to the what hospital? Do you want to share that, or you?
Yeah.
He gets
probably
He
doesn't.
gets all weird about these moments. Couldn't go to his wedding.
Right.
Where do you want to tell us where
Well,
you?
Overlake. I mean, the east side.
All right. Well, it could be a little bit of a commute over there, especially let's say it happened at 7 a.m.
In the middle of morning drive, it would be
That's
tough.
right. So,
But I know the back routes.
Vinny can pave the way. You could flank Vinny in the Hummer or something like that. Well, Vinny has duties this morning where I think the way we left it, I know, was that he's going to be taking this young lady over here
Yeah, there she is.
all the way to Italy. He's taking you to Italy, right?
Well, not anymore.
She brought some friend down, Pasty told me. There's some friend waiting outside to take her to the airport.
Right.
What the hell's that all about? Didn't we discuss yesterday how Vinny the Pooh would get the Hummer and take her to the airport?
We did. It was all set.
So what's the deal here?
I just... I mean,
The new stamps are throwing everybody off.
Oh, geez.
That extra 2 cents.
All right, tell me what's the deal. Why do you have a friend waiting outside, and is the Pasty believes that she is going to be taken to the airport because apparently that's what you told him. What happened here?
Well, yesterday we decided that Terry, I was going to meet up with Terry and she was going to drive me in, and then I'd transfer my luggage to the Hummer, and then Vinny would drive me in. I just was so stressed out about all the situation. I've just been...
She's about to cry. She's
crying? Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm just asking for a little explanation.
You're mad at me for...
I'm not mad at you. I'm just asking a question. You want me mad at you? You're on a good path now.
You wouldn't know by his voice, but he's not mad at you.
No, he's...
Well, I'm starting to get... She's accusing me of being mad. I wasn't mad yet. Now I'm mad. All right. Now...
Because I got a phone call, because like she said, we had arranged, I was going to meet her at like 5 a.m. because she's not that far from where I live, and we had a meeting place, and I was going to bring her in.
Oh, jeez. Why is everyone talking in a random fashion this morning?
And then I got a call at like 4:20.
Are you all on something that I'm not on?
I wish.
Yes.
This morning telling me, don't worry about it, I have somebody bringing me in.
So she called you, she called you at what time?
4:20.
4:20, knowing
Yes.
that you have 5 kids and a dog.
Yes.
4:20.
4:20. I know. No, I wasn't doing that at 4:20.
All right.
So, and I was like, well, okay.
Well, why did you call? You know what? Let me take a break. All I can tell you is this, Kendall. I don't want to fall too far behind this morning. I don't know if you care about that. Anyway, let me just tell you this. This friend that's waiting for you outside, I don't know what she's going to be doing here all day. She's not coming in the studio, and she's not taking you to the airport. As planned, Vincent the Pooh in the Hummer. Which, by the way, I think you made arrangements to make sure we had secure this morning, right, Vinny? Didn't you talk to Sue the controller?
I actually got out of my male duties for the day to take her to the airport.
Duties.
He's got on his Tuesday best. He's got the Hummer all secured.
All secured.
Gassed up and ready.
So, I mean, I want to hear why she's here. But regardless of why she's here, she ain't taking you to the airport. And she's not allowed in the Hummer because only Cube employees are allowed in the Hummer. So unless she gets hired before 9 o'clock...
Maybe we can do a rush interview with Wendy, the controller.
I don't know what she's doing here.
Hey, the only time non-employees are allowed in the Hummer is like after hours, when the Hummer's not moving.
Right.
We must have a lot of controllers. There's Sue, there's Wendy.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, they're actually sisters.
The T-Man.
American Idol judge Simon Cowell has a deal to start a new show called Duets. Cowell will exec produce the show.
What did I miss there? All I know is that I don't know if I could take another go-around of American Idol. I don't want to
they're getting ready.
see duets.
I
know. I've seen the commercials. And I get it. There are some bad singers out there, okay?
Right.
And you know what? That used to be the best part to me, was the first couple of rounds, or the first round, the first couple of shows where they'd show the bad singers. But now, people are faking being bad singers just to get on TV. Putting on stupid costumes now.
No, Seacrest claims that they know who the fakes are and they don't put them on TV.
Right.
Yeah,
Tell you, I trust Seacrest. That's what he said.
From one fake to another.
He said they can't get it by them.
Okay. There it is.
But Simon's new little show apparently is totally separate from the whole Idol thing. It's like taking celebrities or something like that.
I got a friend in the D.C. area who, she's a really good singer. Really good. Mm-hmm. And she went down for the tryouts in her area, and they made her sing before they even got in. So you think everyone who shows up gets to try out. Not the case.
Right. Oh,
I didn't know this until she told me. You have to sing for the producers beforehand, and unless you're like... She's a really good singer. I can't believe they didn't want to hear her, which makes me wonder what they're doing over there and why a singer like her wouldn't at least be able to be heard by the very famous judges now, Terry, that are known as Paula, Randy, and Simon.
Right.
But they only wanted, she said, people that are just really quirky and bad singers. Or a certain type of...
personality?
I don't know.
Wow, that is
She's
odd.
really pretty, and she's got a good voice, and she never got to get in.
Wow.
And she waited online
Jeez, that is
We're
weird.
in line.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Because you have to distinguish these days.
They have to sing in front of the producers, and the
Yes.
producers are the one that give you the go-ahead
Yes.
to go in front of the other three.
She waited
To be
online.
criticized by Simon.
Exactly. She waited in line,
Stupid.
thinking everyone in line would get to go in front of the judges. She never got a chance to sing for them.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, then.
Like she said, everybody there. This was the last American Idol. It wasn't like the first or the second one. Everyone there, or a lot of people there, were just there to sing badly to think they could get there in a little 15 minutes.
Okay, wow.
Or 15 seconds.
Yeah.
That's the case, maybe.
But
Interesting.
you can't imagine, I mean, the three judges sitting there listening to 20,000 people in every city.
Well, now, yes. I guess it makes more sense than I should have actually realized that. I don't know 20,000 people line up in every city.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. It may not be 20,000, but
Yeah, quite a.
it's a fraudulent
gathering.
show. They probably already have the person picked for this year.
I'm sure.
You never know. I mean,
Yes, I never trusted the voting. I always think that is something that they manipulate. Mm-hmm. But I didn't quite realize until she gave me that information.
Inside.
I thought if you show up, you're going to get to at least do your thing for a couple of seconds.
Right.
I'm not
Because
saying
that's the way they make it seem.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd let you sing for an eternity, but a couple of seconds you get, as long as you're sitting there waiting all night.
A few
Go
notes
home.
here and there.
90-minute set.
Yeah, right.
People line up waiting all night, don't even get a chance to see Randy Jackson.
Damn.
It's a bummer.
It's a damn shame.
It is.
I would start a riot.
Randy.
That's
Randy.
Randy, you better sign my rack right now.
And then you can sign his.
No, he's looking
A
very
much
svelte.
bigger job. Yes,
Here's
him
a
and,
paintbrush.
him and Star Jones should run away together, too.
Yes. Oh, they should.
Let's imagine being
She's
in
looking
heaven.
really good. I have a picture of her and People.
Is that right?
Yeah, you want to see her? She's all
Magazine?
laid out.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, baby.
Just like I don't need another American Idol, I don't need to see Star Jones all laid out. I don't care how much weight she loses. I don't care how in shape she thinks she is. She doesn't need to lay out a chaise like that, looking all sexy.
Oh, yeah, and they have pictures of her, laughing with her husband.
All right, whatever. You're one macaroon away from being 300 pounds again.
See, don't they look so happy?
You like a good
Aw.
macaroon, Terry? Okay, good. Anyway.
The cookies, right?
Her head's enormous.
Isn't it?
Why is her head
I
so
know.
big? I thought
She
No,
lost
but
so much
look.
weight.
No.
So when you lose weight, you don't obviously lose bone in your cranium.
No, but look how huge she was.
That's a completely different diet.
Okay. Her head looks gigantic. It's out of proportion with her body.
Yeah.
now
tough
it
to
is,
do.
yeah. Mm.
Imagine how Gayest may look.
Oh, man.
Because Gayest has a pretty big coconut last night, Jack.
He'd be like Rocky Dennis, the guy from Mask.
Right?
Oh, wow.
You lose weight in your face, though? I mean,
Well, sure you do.
I would think so. Yeah.
Especially with Star. I mean, yeah, you can tell big time with Star.
Feel this. It's cool. That's blue. Feel this. It's hot. That's right. Remember?
Yes, I do.
movie.
Okay, whatever. It's a good
Yes.
one, yeah. Anyway.
Who played the blind girl?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure she went on to greatness, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. I think it was Laura Dern. Lauren.
All right, well.
Anyway, I don't
It was
know.
someone famous.
You want,
Yeah.
Which
you want,
movie?
You want to give me that slam of the
Mask.
brakes on the program sound effect, Terry?
Oh,
Thank you so much. Yeah, Stephen.
Terry's beating me 2-1, though.
Oh, dear. And since we're slamming the brakes, Kendall,
Yes, T.
what time do you land in Italy?
6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very interesting timing.
Yes, it is.
So, what time do you leave today?
11.
Because last I checked, that's the time we go on the air, Terry.
Yeah.
You leave at 11. You stop in New York or
No, I stopped
Atlanta.
in Portland, actually.
Portland.
Of all places.
All right.
Daddy really got
And
that
then
one.
L.A., Denver, St. Louis.
Wait, and then you go from Portland to where?
Germany.
You go from Portland all the way to Germany?
Yeah, it's flipping a long flight.
And then you go from Germany to...
Florence.
Are they flying you west or east?
She's
Must fly you over the top.
I think they
fly
fly
you
over
over
like
Greenland?
the North Pole. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The North Pole.
Now Steven's imitating
Steven,
it.
that's the first time
I have a
you've done
layover at
me.
Santa Claus's house.
Right?
If you stop there, that would be cool.
Santa Claus.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be cool if you're stopping
They
there.
have a very up-to-date airport at the North Pole.
Yeah, it's a big sled.
Right.
Lots of reindeer.
All right. So what's the situation with this friend of yours outside? First of all, is she hot? Does Vinny the Pooh check her out? Vinny the Pooh, is she hot? Is she all right? Okay, I know perfectly now what he means. Mm-hmm.
What's her MySpace?
Oh, it is.
She's on my top 8.
Oh, it is. She's on your top 8?
Yeah.
Wow. It's pretty hot. All right. And she's outside ready to take you to the airport.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So you think?
She is. I was just out there.
Well, I know she's out there to take you to the airport, but
okay.
she's not going to. Winnie the Pooh has that responsibility.
She got up early
I
for
really
nothing.
would like her to take me.
You would really like her to take you?
Mm-hmm.
But the arrangements were made.
The arrangements were made.
And
I know, and
Unless you want to end your little run here with the program before you go to Italy by slapping us collectively in the face.
Ouch!
Then you can have her take her to you to the airport.
You've got to be kidding me.
But if you want to leave on good terms,
Happy George.
great oldies, then you will allow Winnie the Pooh in the Hummer to escort you to the airport so we make sure you're on your way to Italy. All right?
I think I came down here. I think leaving on good terms is coming down here the day I'm leaving for 5 months.
Dude, it was famous. Yes. Make your case. Go ahead. Because you're about to start crying. I can tell. Go ahead.
I think you're being
If she
really
talks
rude.
long enough, even no matter what subject or what conversation you're having with her, if she talks long enough, she'll eventually start to cry. It doesn't matter what the conversation's about, Terry.
Okay.
For some reason, if she gets on a roll with talking, she starts crying.
A tad unstable.
I've never seen someone this emotional in my life.
I just don't think you know how much stress I'm under right now.
What kind of stress you when you go to Italy?
Couple weeks.
What kind of rough
She's
couple of
going
weeks?
all by herself to Italy for 5
Yeah,
months.
that's tough.
Well,
Oh,
it's just
that's a big
getting ready to
jump.
leave. I have to make sure all my documents are ordered. What if I miss a paper
yeah,
and I
you
get
got my
sent
documents.
back?
Got to get your shots.
It's sent back. Santa Claus won't give me clearance past the North Pole. All right, so
Well,
you've
she
been...
gets stopped or something at the, airport.
This is your definition of stress.
They didn't, I can't even get...
All right, let me see if I can understand what kind of stress you're under. You're going to Italy for 4 months.
4.5.
4.5.
117
And maybe
days.
5. If I have extra money, I'm staying till I run out.
Oh, the stress of that has got to be enormous. Okay, so you've
Thanks,
had to...
Mom and Dad.
You've had to pack
Yes.
and
fit all
packing
5 months of wardrobe, 3 different seasons into one bag.
3 different seasons,
Into one-
man.
Well, it's not just like you're going on a vacation for 3 weeks.
Into
You
what-
have to know spring and maybe summer in case it gets
You know,
hot.
just hearing about this is too much stress for me. Into one bag, Terry.
Into one bag.
3 seasons into one bag.
Into big. Into a big.
Oh,
Big
man.
bag.
I can't believe you're not on the floor in a coma.
All the shoes and then
Oh, man.
First of all, you're
Tough
going
life.
to Italy where fashion is, where
That's
they
why I
rule
gotta make sure I
everything.
pack
So,
the
I
right
mean,
stuff.
I
Buy
think that...
stuff.
Terry's point is that you can't go to any city in Italy where fashion isn't on the top of everyone's
Right.
mind. So you can basically, you're not going to a third world country. You could basically walk into any store and get anything you need.
And quite honestly,
I'm on a budget.
Sure you will.
You take
I'm
your,
on a budget.
you-
I need to
you-
make sure
But we're
that
all
I
on
bring
budgets.
stuff.
Some are bigger than others.
Well, mine's small.
But again, you packing, American 3 seasons. Italy is like 3 seasons ahead. So by the time you
true.
get over there, you're out.
Terry makes a
This
great
is
point.
my big problem.
When was the
because-
last
So what's
time?
the point?
When was the last time you've been to Italy?
Well, I haven't been to Italy.
They're always 6 to 9 months ahead as far as fashion is concerned.
Yeah.
So if you're wearing what you're
Well, I've
wearing
been
right
to
now,
Europe. I
they
know
are
that.
going to
Laugh at you.
spit on your shoes because you are so out of style. So you might as well just unpack that bag that has 3 seasons in it and
No.
just go with the clothes on your back and just burn them when you get there and start from scratch.
Right.
Oh my god.
That is true. Seriously.
I don't have enough money to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Well, then you got a problem. I don't think you can go.
Ask if you can be a model in the couture house.
Oh yeah, 5'3". That's gonna flip and happen. They're
Oh,
gonna have to
jeez.
drag
Gonna
those dresses
flip and
10
happen.
feet behind.
Is that all
me.
you are? Is 5'3"?
And that's the only reason she
Well,
wouldn't
I
model.
think I'm 5'4".
That's my favorite part. Oh, if I was a taller, I definitely would do it. But I'm only 5'3".
Oh, jeez. Well, so this, now at least we understand what kind of stress you're under.
Big time, man.
What?
Yes. I mean,
I'm
leaving
stressed just
leaving
thinking
the
about it.
ogre, leaving all the fam,
Oh,
being
he
out
left,
of
though.
touch, leaving you guys.
okay, the fact that you call him the ogre,
Well, who knows
Lot
him
of-
as anything else? It's been a while.
that tells us all we need to know about him and your relationship and where it stands
Yeah. Have you
over the next 4 to 5 months. You call your boyfriend the ogre now, okay?
Can you imagine them just in a nice,
Intimate moment
Yes.
that she slips up
Ogre,
and calls him the ogre.
Oh, give it to me, ogre.
Oh
She'll be ogre free in Italy.
Are you ogling me, ogre?
I'm gonna make the shirts now.
ogre free in Italy.
Wow.
That should be my new quote on my MySpace.
That should be the only shirt or blouse you bring over to Italy. One that says ogre free in Italy. Now that's Italian.
Oh, it's hot.
Have you heard from him at all?
Yeah, I talked to him last night.
Oh, okay.
This day. All right, so where's the stressful parts of this now?
I feel like you just would never understand.
So the
We took
clothes
care of
thing
all
is,
the
you've never gone
stress.
through stress in your life.
We listened to what you said, and if I'm sorry to say, if we don't understand, I guess there's something wrong with us, right?
Guess so.
No, well, I mean, it's not that stressful, but I mean,
You think?
and who wants to see Vinny the last thing they see before they get out of the stage? I'm kidding.
not funny.
But I wanted to say hi to my best friend.
Well, she's outside. Say good hi
Well,
to
I
her,
know,
say
but
goodbye to her, and then Vinny the Pooh will take her to the airport in the Hummer. Let me just tell you this. Vinny the Pooh, we have to make a decision right now, between me and you right now. If you're not going to allow Vinny the Pooh to take you to the airport in the Hummer, as planned, as promised, by the way, on these airwaves. I don't ever go back on promises to our listeners, and they were waiting for this for the past 24 hours. If you don't allow Vinny the Pooh to take you to the Hummer, then just say your goodbyes now, take your little friend, and go to the airport, and we'll cut our losses for the next 4 or 5 months. You want some time?
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
I was really looking forward to the Vinny moment.
I was too. The send off.
I still think it's going to happen, Steven. She's going to cave like a cheap knockoff Armani suit. Which they'll be able to spot in a second over there in Italy. Yeah. You're almost out of time. I'm giving you the full allotted time here.
That's a lot of time.
So what's it gonna be? You gonna leave now with your little friend, take you to the airport? Or are you gonna stay? Because if you stay past the next minute, that means that your friend is not taking you to the airport. You say goodbyes to her here at the station. Adios, sayonara. And Vinny the Pooh, in his very pool-filled way, takes you to the airport later this morning.
Well, can I
I don't
add
need
another
to
choice?
know. There's no extra clarification needed here.
No,
It's
I was
very
just
cut
going to
and
get
dry.
something else out.
What?
I was thinking that she could follow us because we could all three go to breakfast and have a little nice moment. And then,
How do you have time for breakfast? I thought you were playing these at 11.
well, no, but we could just pick something up. I'm going to be hungry before I get on the plane.
Well, they
I
have
wanna
food
go
at the
get-
airport.
Yeah, they do. They have actually a very nice new.
I'll
I've been there. It's
I'll
pretty
allow
cool.
this friend to follow in this caravan to Italy. However, that I'll
Can
agree
we get
to.
JD to do a police escort?
It's
Is it gonna be a big, long
you.
thing?
It's you and the Pooh to the airport at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Is that agreed?
And her
Yeah.
and John John.
Okay, and John will be in the car behind your friend. Yes,
Okay.
rear-ending her all the way. All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Here it goes, sit it down, baby.
I'm Sean Springs, defensive back for the Seattle Seahawks, and it's time to cue it up.
Oh, geez.
That's right. That's Sean Springs back in the day. Of course, queuing it up and playing with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jerry, do you remember the day?
I remember the day.
That was back in the day.
It was back in the day.
This big game on Monday night. Holmgren for the first time went back to Lambeau Field.
Oh, you remember that game on Monday night, Terry? That was back in the day, too.
Back in the day.
Holmgren for the first time went back to Lambeau Field. He had the touchdown and the interception and a dance in the end zone. He's coming back to Seattle today. He talked about it.
Okay.
Another game. Well, you know, I mean, during the week it'll probably be more hype, but once I get in between the lines, it'll be like all the rest of the football I played over my last 9 years in being in the NFL. Once I get in between the white lines, it's about I'm trying to win, get on to the next week.
I just love the way he sounds to the reporters. Mm-hmm. And the way he sounds to me on the phone.
Oh, yeah?
I'm so amped up, I can't wait to kick their ass.
Sean, what's your fondest memory of playing me?
My fondest memory? Oh, man. I scored some touchdowns, and I didn't return some picks and scored a couple of touchdowns. That was exciting playing there. The crowd, you see my boy Lowell, the biggest fan in the world. He's about a 400-pound Seahawk fan out there. My boy Lowell out there look like a human billboard. You still see him out there. And,
Yeah, he sits in your section, doesn't he, Big Low?
Yeah, he's right down there.
He's more like 460, by the way.
He's
Wow.
gigantic.
400's a conservative estimate, Terry.
Yeah?
But he's not like a phone operator at 5'3".
No.
Big Low is about 6'8". 6'8"?
6'8", 6'9".
Mm-hmm.
The biggest man ever.
So he can carry it around.
Right.
He's like
he can move a little bit better.
Condominium with legs, Terry.
He probably gets the most airtime at the stadium on the screen.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
At every event.
You think
Yeah,
more
every
than
sporting
the
event.
big-haired guy?
It's close. Those two are battling it out for number one.
Yes.
The highest ratings.
Yeah, I hear a lot about him.
Yeah, Big Low's diehard.
Yes. Imagine Big Low will be there this weekend.
You think?
Yes.
He'll be there.
Okay. It's good to know.
After all this time, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, yuck, I'm out of here. Who wants my tickets?
Yeah, I can't make it this weekend.
Yeah.
No, I think
goodness.
anyone owes anyone is gonna be there.
Woo!
I know you say your son should be only, a couple hours old, Stephen, but he's got to be there.
Should be there, yeah.
I mean, if he's born by game time, obviously he's telling you something. Take me to the game, Dad. What, can't you pull any strings?
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least let's watch it.
Mm-hmm. No, he wants to be there. He wants to be in the crowd. Couple hours old.
Well, you can swing by, pick him up, and you can take him.
Wow, really?
Whoa.
Didn't think so.
Yeah, okay.
But that might be too soon if it's like a day old to go to a Seahawk game, don't you think?
Well,
Nothing's ever too soon, right?
break him in.
Sure.
Break the kid in. Break him in.
Break them in.
All right. Anyway, were you one of those lucky fans, Terry, that in 9 minutes got your tickets yesterday?
That would be a no. Because they said that there weren't that many. I mean,
Well,
I thought there was like
all I know is this.
25,000, and then they say there was only like 3,000.
This season, there are about 40,000 season ticket holders, okay?
Okay.
There are 40,000 tops people who have tickets, who have seats reserved via season tickets.
Sure.
And there's 67 to 70,000 people that can get in that building.
Right.
So I don't know where the other 30,000 tickets went.
Yeah.
If they
that's
only
what
say
I
they
thought
have
was going on
2,000
sale.
tickets.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going on sale. I was
I
like,
think
wow.
they're trying to downplay the fact that all the internet guru folks out there that make a living out of buying and selling swamped up all these tickets, because you look on eBay or Craigslist, they're saturated with people offering tickets for top dollar.
Right, right.
Well, as a season ticket holder, you're allowed to buy more tickets when you buy your playoff tickets.
Mm-hmm,
Like I could buy like 4 more.
Did you?
I did not.
Of course. Most people don't, because the ticket prices for the playoffs are more, and you just pretty much go with the people that you've been with all season.
But even if 20% did, it would still...
But I had friends and family like, oh, can you get tickets for me, But I just forgot. Because you have to fax it. I wasn't faxing anything.
Right. Nobody faxes.
Yeah, you got to fax a form. It's nonsense. But
I just want to know what happened to the 30,000 tickets that are unaccounted for.
That's what I was like, wow.
What's what
25,000 tickets
Well,
went
what
that
Scott
quick?
said.
I'm telling you, people don't do it that way. He didn't. He's more apt to do it than most people, and he didn't do it.
Okay, well, if there's 35,000 people that are season ticket holders, I mean...
And they can each get 2 extra tickets?
I think it's like 4.
You can get 4 extra tickets?
Yeah.
Didn't know for me that. I'm a season ticket holder.
Well, you probably
Didn't know for me 4 extra
threw
tickets.
your letter away.
Most people don't read that. Open it up, here are my tickets, I'm good.
Well, we have 3 seats, so maybe that's why.
Wow.
I don't know, whatever. Anyway, they say they went in 9 minutes yesterday.
9 minutes.
To who knows who.
Yeah, I know. Gonna see a lot of Redskin jerseys there, maybe.
To who knows who is holding on to those seats right now. A lot of ticket brokers, I'll tell you that right now.
Definitely.
All right.
Yes.
Swagger.
Hey, hello, T.
Yes, Swagger.
I've been invited to go to a club Saturday night.
Oh!
Woohoo! All right.
It's 131.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Art Flowers invites everyone on the radio, yeah, so
He does.
if you took that personally, that's terrific.
You can get on the VIP list.
Everybody
though.
come down except for Swagger.
Right.
Talking directly to him.
Oh, jeez. So are you going to go, Swagger? Are you going to put on your formal blue T-shirt and...
Actually, I'm going to go get some new clothes.
Really?
Oh,
come
stop
on.
it.
You're telling me after a streak of about 9 years of wearing nothing but the blue T-shirt and the...
Actually, I really didn't really start wearing the blue T-shirt till high school, but...
All right, so 5 years.
3.
3 years. If it's more than a week, it's significant.
Right.
Of nothing but blue T-shirts. After 3 years of blue T-shirt after blue T-shirt day after day, you're going to go out and invest in new clothes?
Well, just a few.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get some new jeans, some new shirts,
Wow, new
a new
jeans.
jacket, some new shoes.
So, what kind of jeans are you favoring there?
Carpenter type.
Oh.
I don't even know what he said.
Carpenter
Carpenter
A carpenter type, yes.
Jeans,
Yeah,
yes.
they're more of a relaxed fit.
Thank you for the update.
It's like doing ads for him now.
Right.
I have a big schlong, so I need some relaxation.
You don't like that boot cut, do you?
Okay. So you're going to get some new jeans, some carpenter jeans,
Yeah.
catch up to 95, and then what else are you going to buy?
Well, I need to get my hair cut.
You're going to get your hair cut again.
Yes.
All right, because it was just cut.
By you guys.
Yes.
Yes, not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Get a leather jacket.
Ooh, leather.
He sounds somewhat inspired to do something with his life all of a sudden,
I
Jerry.
know. What's
if you're
going
not
on?
if you're not reading between the lines, this is Swagger Progress.
Wow. A leather jacket, new jeans, a haircut.
Yes.
You like the Fonz.
And he's ready for the clubs.
Watch out, 131 and the ladies in there.
Oh, yeah.
And the Fonz was the last person to wear the same T-shirt every day.
Yeah, that is true.
All right, so how are you going to carry yourself at the club? You going to be the laid back, just chill at a certain spot, checking things out kind of guy? Or are you going to be a dance by yourself, looking in the mirror, geek kind of guy, or somewhere in between?
Well, I was just going to sit back, but the friend that invited me thinks I should go and break dance there.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm afraid something bad might happen, so...
Yes, and who's this friend? Is it a girl or a guy?
It's a guy I know from high school. He was in many of my computer classes.
I see, and he feels... Yeah, this should be a great night out.
Actually, he's not as much of a geek as I am.
All right. So. And do you guys have a pre-funk kind of setup arranged, or are you just going to go straight to the club?
Well, it's going to be me, him, and his friends on a ferry ride over, and by the time we get there, they're supposedly going to be wasted, so...
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be the only sober person there.
Right.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or
well,
bad thing.
Seeing that you have to drive the ferry, it's a good move.
Well, I had to act as a bouncer this past weekend, but...
Right. All right, well, this is your first time at a club.
That's great.
Yeah. That is great. You.
There it is.
All right.
Congratulations. I'm trying to be normal.
Yeah.
Swagger's going to lose his club virginity this weekend. Terry's never been to a club.
He is, I know.
He's been to school dances. He's well known for going to school dances, Terry.
True.
He's broken a couple of wrists.
Yeah.
He's made a couple of big-time moments happen there at the school dances. He's never been out to a club.
Right.
This is his moment. I remember at 18 years old going to my first club. I went to Miracles, Terry.
Did you?
Yes.
It was Miracles, a hopping joint?
Ah, it was big time for me, Terry. Let me tell you.
Well, I just went to a party this last weekend.
And how was that?
It was okay. I was the only sober person there, and I had to break up a fight.
All right, very exciting. So where are you going to go for the clothes shopping? Where do you think you'll be heading?
I'm going to the base.
To the base?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What do they call that? There's a name for those.
Commissary?
No, it's got like two letters. It's
TSNS.
No, that's 4 letters. What do they call those things on base that you shop at?
The exchange. The Navy exchange.
I don't know.
That's not what I'm thinking about. But anyway, all right, that's where you're going. Fine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Either that or TJ Maxx sounds good to me. Anyway.
I'm not going to make it all the way to Silverdale, okay?
All right.
Oh, yeah. I can't go to TJ Maxx. That's Silverdale.
I didn't expect you to go to
the bike doesn't go that far.
big-time department store. This is the logical move for you at this point in your life. Okay.
Wow. Well, that's exciting.
Well, don't back out on this now. Go for it. Don't second-guess yourself. I want to hear about it on Monday.
I will do that.
All right?
I just hope I don't have work Saturday.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. A lot of people go to work and then go to the club.
You're young. Gotta make it happen, man.
Gotta make it happen.
Do what you gotta do.
You can do it.
You sound really excited about this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, this is probably I haven't done anything like this before, and I have no idea what to expect.
And maybe if the club's no good, this is always the typical guy move. The club's not working out for you. You cut your losses around 11:30. Head for the strip club.
Not going to happen.
All right.
131 is
I don't
that
want to
on
run
Capitol
into
Hill?
Hot Shot.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What's the 2 letters? Come on, what's the 2 letters that are on the bases where they do all the shopping?
I don't
The
know.
exchange.
No, something X. The PX?
Could be.
That, yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, you wanted 2 letters.
Yes.
You know, if Schwager gets all drunked up, he can stay at Pacey's house. He lives right downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Big shot
Not
apartment.
far.
They can kick it all night.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because I'm going to go see my mom again this Sunday, so...
At the penitentiary?
Well, the county jail, yeah.
Yeah, the county jail.
It's a big weekend for you.
Yes.
Well, it is a 3-day weekend, so I get to sleep in on Monday,
True.
7 o'clock.
Yes.
Wow.
Well.
Is 131 on Capitol Hill? I mean, is he close to the cuff?
Oh, yeah, let's send him down to the cuff.
He's 2 blocks away.
Mm-hmm. Swagger?
What's the cuff?
Oh, just go there. You'll love it.
Ask for it.
Yes. And the key to your night is breath mints.
See,
all right?
I brush my teeth
all
daily,
right,
okay? I don't have bad breath.
You still need breath. I mean, people in general still need breath mints, even if they...
Those who fight the whole breath angle, Terry, are the ones you really got to stay clear of.
I know.
Well, nobody told me I've had bad breath.
All right. Fine.
Nobody's ran away from my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike, Steven.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good. Schwager,
Yes.
have a good time out.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
Yes.
Bye.
Go to the cuff and ask for Deacon.
Just going to be a disaster.
He'd love to see you.
Just going to be a disaster.
Well, I think the whole breakdancing thing, he really needs to get rid of that.
Talk about culture shock.
Okay. I don't get
What if Schwager's like banging women in the alley?
Wow.
That'd be cool.
It's completely different than I'm visualizing right now. What if it's just completely the opposite?
What if he's really the man there?
What if he just becomes the man? He just adapts to it like a fish to water.
Wow.
He goes to his first club and it's just every line out of his mouth is perfect. Every bit of clothing he picked out couldn't have been better.
Yeah, all the girls in there are going, wow, there's a guy in there named Matt Swagger, and he is hot.
His breakdancing, believe it or not, is stopping the whole room. Okay, this is not happening.
No. Highly unlikely.
It's more like a bad haircut and pit stains.
Oh, wow.
It's really more what I'm visualizing.
And girls getting bouncers to protect them.
Yes. Who's that creep?
Oh,
he's
Lord,
greasy.
Just a nightmare.
Oh, man.
But you got to get, hey, I'm not going to lie to you. My first time in Miracles, Terry,
Yes.
was
Miracles.
not the highlight of my life.
Right.
All right?
Pretty nerve-wracking, I'm sure.
Got to get your feet wet.
Gotta.
Mm-hmm.
He went to a party. He's doing it all now.
He's making an effort.
Yeah.
It's good.
More positive baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
Leading to where, I have no idea.
Where's he getting all this money for leather coats and stuff? It's not cheap.
Well.
Big baller now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Living on his own.
Done about it. The coat's going to get him laid.
The leather coat. Let's hope he just gets a stylish one.
Maybe he's continuing the family business and doing a little dealing on the side or something.
Oh, wow.
But I think if he really wants to seal the deal, he got to get that leather coat at TJ Maxx. I mean, come on.
Yeah, the guy with the elastic in the bottom,
Yes.
right underneath the gut, the big airplane on the back or something.
We got a dollar bill game to play, Terry.
Oh, good.
Think of some numbers, all right?
The T-Man.
Oh, Terry, so many winners. So many $100 bills being handed out. It's like crazy. We have so many keys in people's hands that they're going to take down to the big old final evening festivity where they step up to that car and they try to stick it in to win, baby.
Yep, trying to get that Scion.
That Scion is up for grabs, Terry.
I know. Nice little ride.
Who's going to be the next qualifier? Who's going to get the next key? Who's going to win $100?
Ooh.
Do you have your dollar bills out, ladies?
Hold on.
And gentlemen?
Let me get mine.
Well, I think in honor of Matthew W. Schwager going to a club for the first time in his life, Terry, the club he chose is a club that's a sponsor of ours, so why not give him a little extra plug? Are they a sponsor? 131? Oh, they're not? Oh, then screw them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, screw them.
They don't sponsor you? Come on, we do club nights and stuff there, no?
There, the club I do on Saturday nights is their
competition.
rival. Yeah.
Is that the old DV8, this club?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Don't say their name.
You mean the old Oz?
There you go.
Oz, that's right.
And he sounds like he hates him.
That's competition, man.
That is.
But my
That's
club
right.
does advertise.
All right, well, then we have to go with some other numbers then.
Oh.
I feel sorry for the people who had a 131 their serial number. Anyway,
Yeah.
how about Steven's due date?
Okay.
Because he's seconds away, perhaps, from hearing the news, getting a phone call, racing over with his sterile gloves on, with his scrubs, his mask.
Right.
Have to wear all that?
Yeah, if you kill breath, yeah.
Don't want to get the thyroid germs on him?
They just fly everywhere.
Yeah, so you want to get the start out that way? So, your due date was, this is going to be this Friday, right?
It's actually 131.
Is that right?
January 13th.
113, yeah.
Oh, 113.
Yeah.
I can't do that, not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, 113.
we'll just go with 13. How about that? That
Oh, I
makes
have
it
a
fair for
13 in my
everyone.
dollar bill.
Yes.
Oh,
But it doesn't have a 93.
Oh,
If you have a 93 in your serial number and a 1-3 consecutively,
very good.
now's the time to call for $100 in cash. And we give you a key that may start the Scion that gets you a free automobile.
Automobile?
Yes, thank you so much. You had to be there in the 80s, trust me.
We're so
And if you were there, you're loving it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
was
are.
probably one of the most funny things we've ever done.
Oh, jeez. If not, you're just completely wondering what the hell's going on.
Oh, my goodness.
How fast does it take the final winner when you're playing the dollar bill game? Not too
Not too long, I guess I'm trying to say.
There you go.
Quickly.
You're on the air. Who's this?
Craig Ross.
Craig Ross.
Which is it?
Pardon me?
You the same person? Split personality? Craig Ross.
Yeah. Our caller ID just exploded.
Wow. Is that your name, Craig Ross?
Yeah.
We got it at roster.
Wow.
Yes. Well, I guess he was upset we were mentioning TJ Maxx. You have called in with your dollar bill, Craig Ross?
Have I ever?
No, I'm not asking that. I'm just asking right now. Are you calling in with a winning dollar bill?
Yes, I am.
You are.
Wow.
Woo. Got some deep pipes there.
Yes, he does.
Is that right, Craig?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed that I'm on the radio. That guy should be.
Where are you calling from, Craig Ross?
Seattle.
I think I've heard of it. And you have a dollar bill that has a 93 and a 13 in the serial number.
Yes, I do.
How old are you, sir?
40.
40. You just want to stop there?
He's at 47?
Why don't you ask Ross? Maybe he knows.
Yes, no, I had to think about it.
You're 47?
Yes.
And do you have children, Mr. Ross?
Yes, I do.
You do? How many children?
One.
You have
3.
one. 13! All right, Craig has 1 and Ross has 3. That's a total of 4.
Well, I got 1 at home, but I got 2 more. Okay.
One that I take care of.
Yeah, how many do you have scattered across the country?
Right.
If you don't mind me asking.
How many are unclaimed out
In
there?
total, in the United States or the entire world, how many do you have?
3.
3 children.
Yeah.
There's 2 apparently must feel very good about themselves.
Yeah, they're like going, yeah, that's my dad.
I mean, I hope you don't play favorites over one over the other 2, right, Mr. Ross?
No, I do not.
Oh, that's good to know.
Okay.
3 kids. And are you a married man, sir?
I am, but my wife isn't.
I bet people love that line. People love that line on the job, don't they, Mr. Ross?
No one loves it more than him.
He just cracked himself up.
I see, okay. And how long have you been married?
Boy, about 10 years.
Does Ross agree with that? I was waiting for Ross to say 15.
I doubt it.
Okay. So 10 years.
Oh,
Craig
congrats.
Ross has been married to a lovely lady, I'm sure.
Right.
They have 3 kids, or at least Craig Ross does.
There you go.
Yes. Oh, jeez. And he's loving every second of this moment, Terry.
He is.
And if you don't mind me asking, Craig, what do you do for a living?
I'm a project manager.
Ah, who isn't, Craig?
Ross isn't.
Everyone in this world has a project, and it's got to be managed.
Absolutely.
I'm going to build a sandwich 3 feet tall later.
Mm-hmm.
It's my project, and I'll manage it.
Only 5 feet tall today?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm cutting back
I
after the
understand.
holidays.
Okay. Well, that's it sounds like nice work. You find it rewarding, fulfilling, enjoyable, exciting, what? No, and no.
Gets the bills paid.
It gets the bills paid.
All right.
Well, maybe $100 in fast cash will help out a bill or 2.
Right.
And a key that you're going to be able to take down to the finals with a Scion up for grabs that you could use and stick it in to win. Are you any good at sticking it in to win, Craig Ross?
That'll work.
That wasn't the question.
Well, he's won 3 times.
The question was, are you any good
Yes.
at sticking it in to win, Craig Ross?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
You had to think for a second, but very definitive sounding yes, Terry.
Sure.
I can barely hear you.
Oh, jeez. Yes. I almost feel like I'm being seduced here.
You should do like a dedication show on Cuba, late night.
A quiet storm.
Mm-hmm. Very yes. All right, well, I'm very excited for you, sir.
All right, so am I.
Okay. Where was the funny part of that?
You being excited about anything.
Really?
Wow.
Wow. You may have a point there. That's very funny. What are you going to do with your upcoming weekend? Are you going to be enjoying Seahawks football? Can you get up for that after winning on Cube 93? Or are you just immune to everything after this exciting moment?
No, I'll be up for some football.
You'll be up for some football.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, go Hawks.
Yes. I just want to keep talking to this guy. You have anything else you want to ask him?
Jeez. So what does your wife do?
Pardon?
What does your wife do?
Actually, I don't know.
You don't know what she does.
I would have to
We've
talk.
been married for...
I would have to talk to her to find out that information.
That's pretty tough to do.
And I have a no-talk policy.
Like I said, she isn't.
So, do you see
that's
your
a whole different
wife?
story.
Have you come in contact with your wife over the past, let's say, year or two?
Not really.
Really?
Really?
So you don't live with her?
No.
And you don't really talk to her?
There you go.
But you are technically married?
Yeah.
I see. So that makes you pretty single then, Craig Ross, doesn't it?
I guess you say that.
Yes! Now, do you let the ladies out there know that you're single, or are you not really interested, or are you way interested? What do you feel about that, Mr. Ross?
Oh, well, yeah, I have enough women in my life.
Really? So you haven't seen your wife in at least 1 or 2 years, but you've gotten, the last time you got laid was?
Last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Brought the ruckus.
Now, are you
And was it, by any chance, with this person?
He's a gay phone operator.
No, this kid's number one. Anyway.
I was going to ask him if he ever plans on getting divorced from his wife, or if they like the arrangement that they got
costs
going
money.
on.
Till the girl turns 18, I'll be...
Till your daughter turns 18?
That's it.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The girl
I can stop hitting record on the tape recorder here. We don't need that evidence.
Okay.
So it's a nice arrangement. Are you friendly with your ex-wife, or your, I guess technically your wife,
Estranged wife,
your pseudo wife?
Like I say, that's another story.
Right. I see.
I guess we're not ready for story time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like his batteries are a little low when he talks. It's like slowed down a little bit, you know?
Well, he's got his radio on in the background. He's probably all confused by that a little bit.
Yeah, he's killing himself.
Yeah, you could turn that down at any point, but that's all right.
He should be the voice guy, though.
Well, if I go turn it down, it'll get louder,
Oh, jeez. I don't understand how that works, but whatever you say.
Yeah.
You got a deep enough voice that whatever he says makes sense to me, Terry.
Okay.
Does that help?
Oh, that helped.
Okay.
So how was the sex you had last weekend?
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it one of your regulars, or?
Something like that, yeah.
You want to give a shout-out to her right now?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does the wife know about her, or?
Well, if you're not giving a shout-out, then we have to maybe speculate that it could have been anyone, including this person. Now he's on the
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, jeez.
Morning.
I'd love to stick it in to win.
Oh,
man.
Stop the madness.
Mm-hmm.
Come on down.
Well, do you want to just end this speculation right now, Mr. Ross, and tell him you're all women all the time, or is that not the case?
Pardon me?
Oh, jeez. Do you want to tell Mr. Well, he used to call him Mr. Phone Operator. He's now known as Gayest. Would you like to tell him that's never been an interest of yours, never will be, or am I?
No, never will be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 206 903.
I thought you were 206 pounds.
Yeah, like
6969. Give me a call.
Jeez, what a whore.
Wow.
Yeah. Anybody would give their number out.
Yeah.
Did you get all that, Craig?
No.
You want it? I'll give it to you again.
No, thank you.
Now, why are you all giddied up, Gay? Does this guy do anything for you, just the sound of his voice? Or?
No, that voice.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to hear it coming from behind me.
whoa.
You know what? No one needed that. That was just...
Yeah, let's not even go there.
All right.
Yes, let's go there. Come on.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Now, whose phone is that? Is that Gayest?
That's someone calling me.
Okay.
He put his number out there, so.
Uh-huh. It's John. Hello.
I don't know who it is.
All right. Very good. Craig Ross, congratulations.
Yes, nice to meet you, Craig Ross.
Hang on the line, and you can have a voice-off with Pasty Dave.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Who will give you all the information about your winnings and the key that you have coming to you.
Woo!
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Congrats.
Yes, it does. I haven't used that expression in about 10 years. All right, hang on. Here it is. Craig Ross, Terry.
Yes.
He's a winner.
He is a winner.
He's pretty excited.
Seemed like a nice guy.
His own little way.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Cut the spot. No one got that. You want to get that, gas?
I think it's going to be a busy day.
Oh,
He
jeez.
is just sick. He just wanted to put his phone number out there because he was getting bored at home. He needed some new friends.
Is that why you gave out your phone number over the air?
I always need friends.
Because you have not much to do during the day, so you're going to field calls from listeners all day?
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm. Are you going to get that one or what?
Oh, no, there's like 6.
There's 6 of them. We'll get one of them. So we can
bank of phones.
We can listen in to who. I would like to know what listeners calling in.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, it's Bikini Dave.
Hello? Hello? Who's this?
This gay?
Yeah?
Gayest.
They're not saying anything.
We couldn't believe you actually gave out your own number. They didn't think you were such a whore.
Oh, they'd be surprised.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Who's that?
Want to get that one?
They let it ring once.
And hung up?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'll get the next one.
Keep trying, people. You'll get through.
Yes.
You're caller 8. You're caller 9.
You want to give your number again, Gayest, as if people can forget it? Oh, never mind. There you go. Yeah.
What is that little...
The trail off.
Hello?
All right.
Oh, I love you, too.
Oh, this is just not necessary.
You too.
Just not necessary. I don't like to know he has fans out there, Terry. He can't have fans.
Oh, I know.
Hello? There's too many numbers calling and I can't get the speaker. Hello?
What?
Hello? They're hanging out.
The most fun he's had.
Oh, yeah, he's loving it.
I know.
Better than the holidays.
This is the best day ever.
Yes.
Hello? Hello? They're not coming through.
They're just breathing heavy.
Come on,
That's all
people,
he
say
needs.
something.
That's all he needs.
Can I give out my number again?
Go ahead, Gayest.
206-903-6969.
Phone lines are open now.
Call for a good time.
Oh, and his ring like trails off like someone's prancing towards him.
No,
It is so gay.
Yeah.
Everything about him is so gay.
Oh, it is
Nasty.
the gayest.
Hello? They're not staying on. Damn it.
now he's...
Hello? How are you?
I'm great. My mom just left a message on your phone. We're so excited to talk to you.
Have a good day.
That's it?
It was a cute girl. He doesn't
It's a
want her.
cute girl. It's
That's
like-
right.
it's like-
What was that?
Whatever.
Man, that's just so weird to hear a guy just
Yeah.
blow off a girl like that. It's
Okay, have a great
Sounds
day.
good.
Yeah.
Take you and your double D's out of here.
Got to clear the line for some big penis calling in.
Hello?
Big
But
old
there's
bear.
another number you could call.
Hello?
What's with all these beeps and stuff?
That's call waiting. Oh, he's putting on speaker.
Man. If only like PBS and charity drives could get this many calls when they give out their number, Terry.
He's not even giving tote bags.
If only the the relief fund would get this many calls when they give out the number.
No.
My phone just shut off and rebooted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I
If
better-
only you would do the same.
They can't handle the pressure.
Right. Your phone can't handle the pressure?
Wow.
Neither can your prostate.
Oh, man. Yes, it can.
No, it can't.
All right. So you can't get those calls?
Hello?
What is?
Hello?
Why does he wait so long to
I
answer?
don't know. It's weird.
Hello? Hi.
Is this the gay guy?
Yeah, this is the gay guy.
Hey, man, check this out. I'm not your fan, man.
Well, you want to come over?
Why ain't you talking to me?
You don't have to be my fan.
Man,
Then why the hell are you calling me? If you're not my fan, why are you calling me?
All right. You have to dump some of this, Terry.
Yeah, let's-
That guy may not be coming over.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want him coming over again.
no, that's okay.
He's flying the F word at you. He sounds like he's got a lot of chains on.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Not the friendly chains.
He wants me. He called me.
Right.
Oh, my phone shut off again.
Wow, let me tell you.
Maybe you should get a new phone or something.
So why do you not answer it when it rings?
No, I am. I'm pushing the button, but it's not connecting. There's so many calls
But then it
coming in.
rings like even more. It's kind of weird.
These calls are dueling each other, Steven, and none of them are winning.
Do they all have to listen to the little song you have on your phone?
The People's Court, yeah.
People's Court.
Are you going to get any of those or what? Are we done?
I'm trying.
Go ahead.
What do you mean you're trying? You just pick it up.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, this is working out great for
If
me.
you're going to call me, why aren't you saying anything? You're on the air, stupid.
Oh, jeez. Well, not really, because they're at your house. Anyway.
Well, I didn't know. You know, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they hung up.
All right. Very good. Very exciting.
It is. It's exciting.
Big radio moment, Terry.
This is the most fun he's had in one day and so
Hello?
long.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'd like to order a large pizza.
You going to bring over some sausage?
Oh, man. He's got a line for everything, Terry.
Oh, yeah. He's the chat line master.
Yes.
They hung up.
Maybe he only had little anchovies.
But you could still make him cry before 8, though.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
I'm pretty sure Chris isn't calling you. You know what? I have to go.
Oh, God. Crazy people.
It's ringing, and you're only picking it up like once every...
No, I'm trying to, but there's too many.
Although, well, Chris might call if he knows he's going to be on the air.
All right.
Hello?
Jeez.
Hello?
Bye.
Oh, they just said hi, bye.
All right.
It does work.
It does.
Boy, it's good to be his roommate, huh?
Man, I'm afraid to just...
Hello?
What's going down?
Ew, you're gay.
Ooh.
What's up, Buster?
Who are you? I kind of like being called Buster.
Some gay people talk to each other. Ew, you're gay.
But I like being called Buster.
Weird, man. Is Buster still there?
No, he hung up.
He did?
Yeah.
No, Buster's still on the
I
line.
thought you were going somewhere with that.
I know.
You wanted to be Buster
Hello?
Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah?
I just wanted to call and congratulate you on making the decision to do the gastric bypass surgery.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Very exciting.
Congrats on being obese. Well done.
Yeah, right.
Let's all give it up.
All right, very good. Sounds like you got a lot of work there ahead of you, gay. All right?
Have a great gay day.
You've created a great morning for yourself.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
this count as a job contact
I
today?
think so, yeah.
The unemployment people will be very excited he's getting this many calls
Yeah.
with inquiries, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
Weird guy.
Some people in Kent trying to order pizza were actually giving their credit card numbers to ID thieves. For a short time yesterday, those thieves somehow forwarded the main phone number of Domino's Pizza on 38th Ave South to an undisclosed location.
Wow, that's pretty big time, Terry.
Yeah.
They rerouted the number from what was Domino's to like a payphone or something so that people call in thinking they were ordering a pizza for getting these scammers. Should have thought of that ourselves, too.
Yeah.
Let me start this over and make sure I'm hearing this right.
Some people in Kent trying to order pizza were actually giving their credit card numbers to ID thieves. For a short time yesterday, those thieves somehow forwarded the main phone number of Domino's Pizza on 38th Ave South to an undisclosed location.
Yes.
They posed as Domino's workers, took phone orders, and said they could only accept credit cards. The pizza
I'm surprised people in Kent have credit cards, Terry. That's the most shocking part of this story.
I know.
And the workers or the supposed workers that were taking these calls, that were scamming the people on the other end of the phone, told them, I'm sorry, we don't take cash. Your cash is no good here at Domino's. We only take credit cards.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the people in Kent were like, okay.
Well, I like my pie.
All right. Need my pizza. So I'll give you my credit card number over the phone.
American currency, no good. Jesus.
Unbelievable.
They posed as Domino's workers, took phone orders, and said they could only accept credit cards.
Yes.
The pizza didn't get delivered, but the victims found bogus charges on their cards. Quest and Kent police are investigating.
They're investigating.
Wow, you guys go. Investigate. Find.
Yes.
Should have at least taken them a pizza if they're going to rob them like that.
Wow.
Just want their identity.
That'd be a nice scam artist if they would have came over and at least, followed through with their promise of delivering a pizza. Yeah, you can rip them off for hundreds or thousands of dollars in Best Buy equipment, but at least give them a pizza.
Right.
You'd feel better about it.
You'd be a real good criminal, Stephen. Showing up at the door. You'd, I'm sure, wear a ski mask and give them a pizza. So you wouldn't be identified.
And tell the people, well, it's really cold out here. That's why I have the mask on.
That's wonderful.
That's brilliant.
Do you feel sorry for these people that got scammed like that,
Well,
Terry?
of course you do. I mean, I always feel bad for people who get scammed.
Shouldn't a bell have gone off? Shouldn't a light bulb have gone off? Even, are there light bulbs in Ken? Shouldn't something like that have happened when the supposed Domino's worker on the other end of the phone is saying, no, cash, we don't take it. Give me your credit card number now. Shouldn't there be something like that? And,
yes, but still, you feel bad.
Did you guys lose the roof over your heads there? Because it sounds like you're out in the middle of the street. Because I would assume that they took these credit card numbers at a payphone, so it was a non-traceable number in case they would have gotten caught.
Yeah.
They rerouted the number to some little payphone, or I'm assuming something close to that.
Somebody's phone, yeah.
Which doesn't sound like a Domino's place, I would think. I'd be like, come on, throw the pizza up in the air. Let me hear it. I'm not buying this. I don't know. I just love how gullible people are.
Yeah.
Giving their credit card numbers over the phone.
Yeah.
Well, let me give you my gold card.
Yeah. That's my big balance on
Right.
I'll give you this one so I'll at least get some miles out of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, too bad.
Poor folk in Kent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder how they did that.
Just rerouted the number?
That's pretty cool.
Must have had to have been somebody that worked there, maybe.
Obviously.
Worked where?
At Domino's, to be able to forward a phone number?
No, you can just reroute a number through your computer if you know what you're doing.
Probably have to hack Quest, I would imagine.
You gotta hack some site and not to really have anything to do with Domino's. Just choose the Domino's number and reroute it somewhere else.
Well, that's pretty high-tech crime.
I'm surprised Domino's didn't realize they weren't getting any calls for a good solid hour or so.
I know.
Those crickets chirping for 5 hours.
Yeah. People are kind of down on our pizza today.
Yeah. Man.
Not one call. They obviously, if they reroute the number, unless they have multiple numbers.
Well, I'm sure they do. I mean.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a couple of numbers so
right.
that all the customers can get through. Those Kent folk love a good pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody wanted to avoid the Noid.
Aren't you from Kent originally there?
I still live there, yes.
Yes, Kendall. And you are in your final moments with us before you head on a little propeller plane and head over to Italy in a matter of hours.
I am.
Now, what time do you need to leave? What time do we have to actually get you physically in the Hummer and Winnie the Pooh and all your bags? How many bags do you have?
Well, I have 2 and a carry-on and a purse.
Mm-hmm.
And a purse.
Pretty specific.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh helps you pack up and takes you over to the airport. What time do you need to leave?
I'm thinking that I should probably be out of here around 8:30 or so.
So we have a good...
So I could be there by like 9.
We have 40 minutes left with you.
That's it.
And then it's 4.5 months in Italy.
Oh.
Well, you'll be checking in regularly, I'm sure, like every day.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Every time you call.
Mm-hmm. So we got to call you.
Yeah.
I see.
That's going to happen.
I see. I'm sure Eric Flowers is going to get the phone bill. Like, hey, you know, these calls to Italy, are they really necessary?
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they are.
John's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, do you mind staying around the United States?
And I've really never heard her say anything funny in the past 6 months, and I know from funny.
Yeah, he can relate.
Mm-hmm. Wow, well, this is a very sad moment.
I'm kind of getting upset about it.
Now, what'd you tell your friend outside that wanted to take you to the airport that we told her she can't?
I told her we're going in a big caravan.
No, she's not going to be in the Hummer. She's not allowed.
No,
she knows that, right? She's got to trail behind.
Yeah.
And Winnie the Pooh, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, she's going to be in Italy for the next 4.5 months. You just got to, like, throw yourself on her. Make a move.
I was contemplating, but I wasn't sure.
Just
like,
jam your tongue down her throat. Who's going to know? She's about to get on a plane going to Italy.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
that's what I was thinking,
But
yeah.
she'll know. Maybe she doesn't want him all over her.
Well, then she'll say no. I'm not saying he's got to rape her in the Hummer.
Right.
I still got to try, though.
But
make a move, right?
right
Still,
up to the borderline of rape.
Oh, geez.
When she comes back,
Without crossing.
she'll be single, so what do you care?
Yeah, and then, yeah, she'll one or the other, and maybe she'll be thinking about that all through Italy. Oh, I should have let him jam the tongue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yes, and you know this little chemistry between you two, just waiting, to be waiting for the right moment. And she probably, women, when they know they're going away for like 4.5 months, they'll do things that are not necessarily, they're not necessarily going to be all guarded like they usually are in life.
Right.
Man, to be a woman's got to suck. You always got to worry about your reputation. You got so many things you got to be careful of. That's why women in this situation, when they know they're going away for like 4.5 months, will do things they wouldn't ordinarily do.
Wow.
Now, of course, we probably ruined his chance because we're talking about it so much now.
Sure.
But if I had told this to Vinny the Pooh in private and Kendall didn't know we had all been aware of what he was about to do, if he would have like tried to get out, she would have been all
over it,
ready to go.
I said, okay, Vinny.
Right or wrong?
Wrong.
Yeah, of course, she's gonna say that.
No. Oh, you're still gonna try?
Mm-hmm.
Your arms aren't long enough to reach across those big consoles in the Hummer.
Wow, big.
It's a long reach.
She's saying, little guy, little arms. You are no ogre.
Ogre could reach across the Hummer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he doesn't have opposable thumbs to grab you. Anyway.
That's true.
Okay.
That's nice.
It's very nice. All right, so we have a half hour or so with you. Terry, give me one quick story. What do you have there?
The 23-year-old female cheerleading coach of Sultan High School actually has resigned after being accused of telling the team how to perform certain sex acts recently.
Where's Sultan High School?
Like by Monroe, kind of.
Not too far, yeah.
Highway 2, yeah.
Highway 2.
Mm-hmm.
She's a 23-year-old cheerleading coach.
Yes.
She do anything else for the school? Usually they have double duty.
Apparently, it was just that's all she did.
I'll be doing that later.
It just says here that she was that the female coach left the part-time job to avoid causing the students further turmoil.
Mm-hmm. So she was forced to resign, is what you're saying?
Pretty much, yeah.
Which is basically meaning she was fired.
Well, yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. 23-year-old high school coach of the cheerleading team. 23 is the relevant little point I'm going to bring up here, okay? If she's a 38, 43-year-old cheerleading coach and she does what she's been accused of doing, it's a bigger deal. But she's 23 and she's talking to 17 and 18-year-olds. They're all within the same generation, basically.
Sure.
Is it that big a deal that they're talking about sex stuff?
Well, apparently it made one of the parents very uncomfortable.
It's a lot weirder if it's a 38-year-old cheerleading coach telling these 17-year-old girls about sex. But she's 23! Force her to resign?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, she had a little sleepover, a team-building sleepover at her house.
I'm sure some of the 17-year-olds gave her some tips herself.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If you don't remember the show Alf, then you're all in the same group.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can say whatever you want.
That's the criteria the way to put it to the test, Terry.
Really?
I guarantee you the 23-year-old cheerleading coach doesn't remember the show Alf.
No.
Therefore, she's innocent. Give her job back. Immediately. Yes. Terry, it's our last segment.
Oh,
With Kendall. Before she gets on a plane, or at least leaves for the airport to go to Italy for the next 4.5 months where she'll study abroad.
Wow.
Yes. All the culture she's going to come back with, Terry.
Oh, I know. Well, we won't even recognize her.
Speaking fluent Italiano.
Wow.
And Vinny the Pooh is gonna take her there. Of course, Kendall, being the typical female, Terry, and the typical female is very mean to their fellow female.
Yes.
Pointed out to us during the break that this best friend she supposedly has outside waiting to take her to the airport.
Yes.
I wouldn't want this information known. I wouldn't want this information known by strangers if I could help it, and I wouldn't want my friends telling them if they didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
She told us during the break, Terry.
Yeah.
That her friend used to be about 100 pounds or so heavier.
I never said that. You said
your friend used to be a lot fatter.
Said.
Did you used to say?
No, I said she used to be. I said she's lost a lot of weight. She looks great.
I took that to mean 100 pounds.
No, I said
you said your friend used to be a lot fatter, and now because I caught a glimpse of her outside, I said she looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really see her up close, but she looked good.
Yeah, she looks great.
And you said she lost about 100 pounds. So you said she used to be a lot fatter. And I'm thinking, that's not the kind of information you need to be telling people that don't need to know.
Nice.
That's typical woman stuff.
Yeah, I want my best friend to tell me how much fatter I used to be.
Here I am complimenting her, and she has to, give a little jab in.
Right.
I don't want you to think she's that attractive. She used to be a real chunker.
No.
You don't know what you're looking at.
And she can gain it back quickly.
And this is your best friend?
Yes, she is my best friend. I just said she looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people knowing I used to be way skinnier.
That was the way.
Exactly.
That was the way of you telling us she looks great? By saying how much she used to weigh?
I didn't put it in those.
All right, tell us how you put it so we can make sure there's no miscommunication here. Tell me what you said when I said she looks pretty good.
I said, yeah, she looks great. She's really fit. She lost a lot of weight. She looks awesome. I said she's gorgeous.
The she lost a lot of weight part
Why you gotta throw that in there?
is the
No,
interesting.
I just said she's really, I mean, it's just every time I see her, I'm just amazed. She looks better and better every time.
You throw it in there. Wow. You threw it in there because even though she's your best supposed friend, you're always in competition as women.
I am
and
not
you'll
in competition with
And
Nikki.
you'll chop each other down at any cost.
Chop, chop, chop.
Chop away.
I would never chop Nikki. No, I love her.
Do you think your friend would be happy to know if I brought her in here right now? She'd be happy to know that you revealed to us. I would have never known. I would have never thought that she has the kind of body that looked like it used to be with a lot of extra pounds.
She never was big. She's just really toned up.
Well, then why did you have to point out
You said she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Then
I just said
she's not skinny now by any means.
I think she looks great.
She's not overweight now, but she's not skinny. She's still kind of on the thicker side, but not
she
over.
Looks good. She's not a.
All right, yeah, that's what I said. She looked good. Why couldn't we just leave it at that? Why did you have to throw it? She lost a lot of weight.
Right.
Well, I didn't say it like.
You did.
You did though, actually.
You did.
You just said
and now
the way you said it.
In order to patch things up with your best friend, you may have to cancel your trip to Italy.
I might have to.
I don't think you can get on a plane with this bad blood that you're obviously going to have between you now, that she's going to know that you, for unknown reasons, had to offer the information that she used to be fat.
Oh, she's never fat.
She's going to
Then
target.
what would
She's
you
going to
say?
target the ogre and take him
then what
down.
would you call it then?
Well, she was like a little bit thicker, but she wasn't. I mean, she's always been cute.
Thicker.
That's not how you put it. You said she lost a lot of weight.
Oh, yeah.
She's really toned
Boy,
up.
you should have seen her.
Translates
Toned
to
up.
she used to be quite the porker.
Yeah.
Hindenburg and denim.
Yeah, she better. And she better watch it.
We like switch sizes. She looks good.
One extra macaroon, she's back to 300 pounds.
Oh,
So she was your fat friend, and now she's skinny, so that's
She's
probably...
never my
She
fat
hates
friend.
it. She's
You
taking
keep
the
pointing
attention.
out, though, that every time you see her, you're so amazed because she's even more toned every time you see her.
You're telling me you're telling me you don't realize that that's a knock? That you just chopped down your friend? While I was sitting there saying that she looked good, you had to throw in a little jab? You don't realize that's the case? You don't realize what you just did?
I just realize every segment you just want to make me cry right before I leave. You're just trying to.
That's what it is. That's
Piss
my
me
goal.
off.
That's my goal. That's the only reason I brought this up, because I
God.
want to make you cry. That's what you believe. You believe you did nothing wrong.
We can't even have like a good, nice segment. Like, can't wait to see you in 4.5 months.
We can't wait to see you in 4.5 months. That's
Yeah,
the
but
truth.
just-
That's the truth. But it's also the truth, and I want you to acknowledge it. And I want you to acknowledge that I'm just not creating something that doesn't exist. I want you to acknowledge that what you said.
Complimenting her.
You were not complimenting
Well,
her.
you took it
were
the wrong way.
knocking her down.
No, I was saying that she looks great. I think Nikki's beautiful.
Do you think any woman out there, any caller I could go to, would want their friend to offer, without them saying it's okay, to people that they're not even really that familiar with? Because this girl doesn't know us.
Right.
She would want you to offer the information of how she used to be a porker?
I always talk too much. Maybe I said too much, but I was just trying to give her a compliment. I'm sorry. I mean, if I said something wrong, T-Man.
I think it's different if Nikki were to say, yes, I've lost. She herself offered the information.
If she
and
was
said,
a spokesperson for Jenny Craig, maybe she would be okay with it.
right, and
I
said,
was
yes,
just trying to say how great she looks. I just said too much, and I'm sorry.
I don't think that was the case. I don't think you were trying to say in some respects of how great she looks. I think for some reason you were bothered by the fact that I made a note that she looked good, and you were trying to dispel any feeling I may have had for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah,
Not
I'm
that I'm
so
saying that-
jealous
No,
of
not
who
that-
you think is hot.
Mhm.
Rob, I just want you to think I'm amazing. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I didn't want to get that deep, but hey,
God.
since you did.
You're just bringing stuff up just to bring it up, though.
And it's Mr. Rob. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like saying, hey, your friend's good looking. Oh, yeah, well, she was a bedwetter in grade school. I mean, it's like, well,
It's the
why?
same thing.
Yeah, why bring it up?
It's the same thing.
She's taking a shot at it.
yes,
for no
she looks
reason.
beautiful. She used to be so much heavier, but she's just so toned.
Like that.
So on top of women not knowing what they want, I don't even know what they're saying or what they're doing, Terry.
That's exactly the case.
Yes, it is. And which is why, if I didn't ruin it for Vinny the Pooh, you'd have been tonguing him in the Hummer if you would have made the move.
Oh, yeah.
Because, trust me, I know what's going on out there. And women who are about to leave the country for 4.5 months feel this risk-free moment where she's always had a little tinge of something for Vinny the Pooh.
Right.
And I ruined it for him, Terry.
Oh.
But I don't know if he would have the guts to pull it off anyway. You have to have the guts to pull it off. I'll give you an example. I mean, back a number of years ago, there was this girl taking me to the airport. I was just going away for 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, she starts tonguing me and starts grabbing at my Johnson, Terry. And I'm like, and then she's like, I'm looking at her all strange because we were always friends. And I'm just giving her a look that needs no words. I'm like, what brought this on? And she's like, oh, well, you're going away for 2 weeks. I may never see you again. You could die. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Come on, give me more.
Keep on grabbing.
What kind of rationale is that?
I may never see you again.
It's a little lower. Come on, keep going. So whatever happens.
Jam your tongue down here.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I may never see you again.
That's what she said. She looked at me with a straight face and said that. That was her reason for going after it.
Oh, my God.
Keep making out with me.
Terry.
Yeah.
If you keep making out with me, you'll never see me again for sure.
If I get enough right now. Are you telling me if Vinny the Pooh made the move, if he started thrusting the tongue at you, that you would have declined his advances knowing you're going away for 4.5 months? Give me an honest answer.
I would look at him, push him off, kind of laugh, and be like, "What are you doing, bro?" He's like a brother. He's like a brother.
I think the bro
He's
comment was
weird.
because he's black.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now you're going to throw, on top of all you've done this morning,
Everything
you're
I
gonna
do
get
is always
racist on us.
Back off, soul brother.
Unbelievable.
What the hell are you doing? Damn, give me some skin.
Just drive the car.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, drive the car.
Why did
Just
I
call me Miss
take him
Daisy.
right now?
Jesus.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Vinny, why are you laughing?
You are
so
just
much?
digging a deeper ditch for yourself. I don't know if you can go to Italy now.
You can't get away with stuff like that.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Whoa.
But have a nice trip.
That's you guys have shed a lot of light on Kendall this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Want to bring a friend in, Terry?
Yeah.
Actually, hypothetically, not that Vinny the Pooh's a bad guy, he's not. But let's say he was a bad guy. If he were to rape you in the Hummer on the way to the airport, would you stay home to press charges? Just a hypothetical, Terry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're all not bad guys. None of us are capable of doing such a thing.
Right.
But I'm just curious. Hypothetical. If he were to rape you, would you cancel your trip to stay home and press charges?
What kind of question is that?
It's a hypothetical. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yes,
It's a fun game.
You need to know the industry. This is what we do.
Don't you ever play the hypothetical fun game?
Love it.
If Vinny the Pooh, for reasons unknown,
yeah,
he
I would
just
probably
had
have to go to the hospital and everything, so my trip would probably be delayed, wouldn't it?
I didn't understand what she said. I think
She said that her trip would be delayed.
She started to mumble, but
she would have to go to the hospital.
She's getting all teared up, Terry.
Wouldn't she?
I'll play. Yes, I would cancel my trip.
Oh, jeez. So, if it's the same kind of game we can play with Stephen, he seems to be enjoying it more than Kendall. If Vinny the Pooh is taking to the airport, Stephen, you're going away for 4.5 months.
Right, 117 days.
Maybe in the airport at the duty-free shop. Because if you're going to rape Stephen, you want to do it at the duty-free shop?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm, in the Steiner. So, would you cancel your trip to stay home and press charges?
I think that I would.
You would. Well, that'd be the right move.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't go to Italy on that note.
No.
I mean, you can
You got to do the
reschedule a
right
flight.
thing and bring the culprit to justice.
That's
You see how
right.
fun that game is?
Woo-hoo!
And then you wouldn't participate?
Stephen gets the exercise.
What the hell is wrong with you?
She's stressed.
Speak!
Is this because of the packing issue?
Yeah.
Why are you crying? You're about to go to Italy.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
You want to leave on this note? This is the last memory we're going to have for you for 4.5 months. It's like crying and laughing at the same time. There's tears coming out of her eyes, but she's laughing.
A lot of guys think they want to date a 20-year-old. I don't know, man. Maybe it's not that cool.
Listen to Kendall and
Well, for
there's
a
your
day or two.
answer.
I think what's happening here is there's been enough minutes that have passed by and we've changed the subject enough to allow her vulnerabilities to come through, and she feels bad about exposing her friend for her fatness. That's really what's happening here, Terry. You
Because she
said
looks
she
so
was.
much better now because
You said, I was like, she looks great, and you were like, whoa, was she bad before? And I was like, no, she's lost
I didn't
weight.
say was she bad before.
You said something like that.
Don't
You
lie.
asked-
I won't lie about how the conversation went. I was honest when I said that you didn't say she lost 100 pounds, but I'm not going to sit here and let you say that I said what you just said I said.
Yeah.
why don't we just bring Nikki in and ask her straight up?
I said she
Or
looks
you
pretty
fat.
good. I said she looks pretty good, and you said, yeah, she lost a lot of weight.
I said, yeah, she looks great.
Did you say that she lost a lot of weight, yes or no?
After you asked me another question.
What question?
I don't remember. You've been talking to me so much this morning. I have so much going on.
I didn't say a damn thing. You offered it on your own. You offered it on your own. And why? To cut down this best friend of yours.
Why don't you have a way off?
Can't wait to leave now. Wow. Making me mad.
You can't wait to leave us now?
Oh, yeah. I just
You can't get away from us quick enough?
No.
All we've done is bring truth into your life.
Wow.
And this is the thanks we get. Go find that best friend of hers, the one that used to be the porker, yeah.
I'll go
The one who's staring at the jelly donut but won't eat it. What are you doing? You going to leave?
I was going to go get her.
Oh, Vinny the Pooh's going to get her.
Vinny can handle it.
He runs a lot faster than you.
She wanted to go set the record straight
Yes,
before she came in the studio. She
Absolutely.
Here's how it's going to
Yeah,
go.
he's going to say that I called you fat.
You think we're novices at this? We're good at torturing people.
Been doing this for a lot of years now.
Oh, she's trying to set the record straight now under her breath.
I didn't say anything.
I think, and I was right in saying she looks good, Terry.
She does
okay?
look good.
She looks real good. Right. I'm just wondering, and here she is in the studio. She just walked in a couple of seconds ago. I'm just wondering why your best friend, Ken Doll, was about to go to Italy for 4.5 months. When I told her during one of the breaks that you look good, she, in a very just kind of not stab the knife in the back, but kind of poke the knife into the side.
Just an unabashed shot for no reason.
She just offered the information that you used to be a lot heavier. And
lard ass.
You used to be a lard ass. And that you lost the weight. Now, why would she tell that to people that don't know you and don't need to know that information? Why would she do that?
I don't know.
Doesn't that kind of bother you that she's offering that information?
No, not really.
It doesn't bother you.
It's true.
It
Yeah, I'm
bothers us.
proud of my 33 pounds.
Well, she made it seem like it was a lot more than that. That's the impression I got. The way she tells the story, you used to be like 200 pounds heavier.
Wow. She's had her times.
Enjoy your trip to the
I
airport.
remember when she was cheerleading, she was a lot smaller.
So she's on the time right now.
Freshman 15.
So this is the time, baby.
This is the time.
Arizona's
freshman
been
15.
very good to her.
Yeah, she's a junior.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, you used to weigh 33 pounds more at your most fatness?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just letting you know that your best friend here, Ken Doll, the way she portrays the scenario, it left me with the impression that it was at least 50, maybe 100 pounds that you lost. Wow. And I just wonder, this is just a microcosm of how women behave towards each other. Why women have to take a swipe at another woman when she's having a good moment. Here she was being complimented, and Kendall had to throw in that she used to weigh a lot more.
Wow.
It's nice to finally meet Thick Nikki, though. I've heard a lot about her.
Thick Nikki.
But it's not just Kendall, it's every woman out there.
Right.
All women behave like this. Catty up the wazoo.
Yeah.
Just happy to offer information that may make someone else look bad.
Yes,
No,
now-
I was just saying because on 33 pounds on a small girl where she's already small, that's
you know
a
what?
big
Don't cover up for it now. It's
Whatever.
too late. It's too late.
And she's so
fine.
wonderful. She
And
has the
Nikki-
best personality.
Nikki, if you want to take a slap at Kendall's face right now live on the air, it would be much appropriate. It would be right in line with what's due and owing to her based on the way she sold you out like that. So if you would like to do that...
Wait, can I come down and watch?
Feel free. Would you like to do that, Nikki?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Because the bottom line is
Good
you
friend.
lost the 33 pounds. No one would even detect that you lost 33 pounds. No one needs to know that information. We're not so entrenched as far as the history of your life that we would even suspect that. And why would she then offer that information? If I was you, I wouldn't want Kendall or anyone else telling people that stuff. That's okay with you?
Yeah, it's all right.
Whatever. You're just saying that right now. Kendall's going to hear about it later.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get her later.
You look good now.
Thank you.
I want to see some hair pulling, Terry. And they're acting civil toward each other right
very
now.
civil.
There are a couple of glances back and forth, though, that just tell me all I need to know.
I wouldn't want to hurt her, though. She's kind of girly.
So you're more manly when it comes to an
Nikki's
all-out...
the tough one. She'll get in a brawl and she'll just knock you out.
You're the
She's
fighting
crazy.
type, Nikki?
Oh, she's nuts. I don't know. It's
No wonder
fun.
Kendall's filled with a little bit of fear right now. You enjoy fighting other women when it comes to the moment that calls for it?
Yeah, I don't know.
And you don't see this as one of those moments?
No, because I wouldn't hit someone I care about.
Well,
so-
why would she then sell you out when she cares about you?
I don't know. She's just being supportive. I'm gonna lose some more too, so it's all right.
You see that as support?
Yeah, it's
You do.
all right.
Way to go, fatty! You're losing more weight.
Keep losing.
Man, I can't believe it. Does nobody get it, Terry?
I thought
Am I the only one in the world that gets it?
Oh,
Am
my
I the
goodness.
last living soul that gets it? You see that as support? Mm-hmm. Okay, then.
Well, go support each other then.
Uh-huh. Winnie the Pooh, pack up the Hummer. Take these ladies to the airport, please. Kendall, it's lovely having you here over the past week.
Oh, thank you for having me once
From
again.
your goodbyes to the ogre, from your information about your friends. They're so dying for you to give out. Why don't you just put it on a big poster?
Any other fat friends you have?
That you want to out?
Are we saying our goodbyes? Besides me.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh.
When you
Why is that funny?
Because they were laughing when they said, oh. I mean, if you didn't hear that.
Oh.
Are we all supposed to be sad that she's leaving?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Terry, you're only supposed to feel what you actually feel.
Oh, okay.
Do you not feel sad?
Not really.
Oh,
Have a great trip.
Well, I feel a little bit. I like Kendall.
I do too.
But people leave and they come back.
Yeah,
and,
she's
I mean,
coming
more
back.
life, man.
Nikki must deep inside must despise her right now, but she won't admit it.
No, you're right.
She's got to.
Right. I would. I mean, look, wench.
Mm-hmm. That's my private information.
That's right.
Bitch.
I was just trying to give her a great compliment.
Yeah, whatever. Don't even try to sell that to us, baby. Don't even try it. Maybe some dudes in Italy that can't understand English will buy that one.
Yeah, hopefully.
Not me. Not me. I know what you were doing. Kind of friend are you?
Just trying to
What
make
kind of
everyone
friend are
hate
you?
me.
What kind of friend are you?
A horrible one, obviously. Whatever.
Have a great time in Italy.
Oh, thank you.
Stay dry. I don't know. I don't know what to say. What kind of advice do I offer for Italy?
Stay dry.
So stay dry.
Stay dry.
Be cool.
Be cool.
Eat spaghetti.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You guys can leave now.
Ciao.
Yes.
Oh,
that was
cute.
So you're a pig now.
She is.
Tell you.
I mean, 3 seasons of clothing packed in one bag.
She's going to fit right in.
Right.
Say ciao.
Right. She learned the word burrito in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
She's cultured.
All right, see you later. Guys can leave now. What, expecting some big goodbye during the break?
I'm grabbing my stuff.
Give me stuff.
Maybe she wanted a hug from
Bye,
you.
Kendall.
Bye,
Now it's sad the way. Kendall.
Did she just say goodbye like that?
All right. Call us from the car.
You just let her walk out the door.
Have a good time, man. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there you go.
The T-Man.
This New Mexico home is a total loss after a mouse burned it down.
Ow!
The owner caught a mouse in the house. He tried to get rid of it by throwing it into a pile of leaves he was burning.
Nice.
The mouse caught fire and ran back into the house, starting it on fire.
There's the man right there. Poor little mouse.
Jeez.
Just threw it amongst the leaves that was already on fire.
Yeah.
The mouse caught fire and ran back into the house, starting it on fire.
Oh.
The mouse didn't make it, though. The house owner tonight staying at a motel.
You think?
The police say it's the strangest thing they've ever seen.
Wow.
I would say so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That serves him right. Funny.
Wow. Jeez.
Go around burning little mice.
If you already captured it, just let it go.
Put them in a little trap.
Well, they come back into the house, though. That's the problem, as we saw in the fire.
Yeah, but burning it's a little more severe than just putting it in the trap and watching it just crush to death real quick.
Wow.
Both pretty bad in my mind.
Jeez.
Or put their feet on the little glue thing and have them...
There you go. Stick it in the microwave at least. Come on.
Oh.
Give the mouse a fighting chance. Anyway.
Just feed him some poison.
There, the Pooh.
Yes, sir.
What is going on out there?
I don't know. I'm like, oh my God, like seriously. So, I guess to less complicate any situations,
Yes.
I'm going to hop my little ass in the back of her dirty ass car.
Are you serious? You're not even taking the Hummer?
No, she's like, I don't know, dude. The kid was.
Because that girl Nikki's not allowed in the Hummer by law, Chick. Because they don't allow women that used to be fat in the Hummer.
Wow.
Oh, that's right.
And,
That's why I can't get in, huh?
And Kendall's crying and saying she won't go to the airport without Nikki now because she has to reprove her friendship to her. She has to.
You should have left when I said we should have left.
Oh,
like a half hour ago. I gotta climb my ass back to this cluttered ass car.
You don't have to go, Vinny. You can get out if you want now, unless you feel like there's a potential for a little threesome there. You don't have to be a part of this. It's up to you. But he'd rather not sort the mail either.
Right. Anything to get out of that.
So what are you going to choose?
Do you hear this?
She's yelling at you now?
Yeah, she's so stressed out.
They're like married now.
They sound like a married couple. Vinny, what's the situation? Do you want to stay here back at the station or what?
Bro, it's up to you. It's up to you.
I don't care one way or the other. I want you to do what you'd rather do.
I'd rather take everybody in the Hummer, but that's not that's not.
Is Nikki allowed in the Hummer?
I mean, we could call the higher powers.
It's not worth that long a process. Just do it. If you wanted to stay behind, don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm getting off the phone.
Put Kendall on the phone.
Kendall has stressed Vinny out, and Vinny really has no reason to be stressed out.
Just a nightmare. It's just trying to go to Italy, and what does she turn it into?
Production.
Well, it's nerve-wracking, though.
Why?
117 days away from everybody you know and love and going somewhere all by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I wouldn't have a problem with it either, but,
sounds pretty good.
Well, if she really doesn't want to go, then stay home.
Kendall.
Yes.
You've lost your last chance to have a goodbye at the airport with the pooiest poo. He's
No, I'm
bailing
just
on
saying
you.
that you guys are making it so stressful. All I need to do is get to the airport, and you're like wanting me to do the show all the way until I leave. But I just have so many people when I leave.
All right, don't worry about it. I could care less. Then go.
I can't. No, but then we couldn't go in the Hummer, and then we couldn't go with Nikki, and Nikki keeps on here driving me, and then you're telling me to go. I don't know.
Lord. Just please, somebody.
You're like running my life all the way to the last
Start
minute.
strangling you right now. Mm-hmm.
Want me to kick the chair off underneath you?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I don't need any more of this. All right, you go, and this is our last goodbye.
Have
all
a
right?
great trip.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Jeez,
Do you want Vinny again?
Yes.
And stay dry.
Okay.
Stay dry.
Oh, yeah, stay dry.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
There she goes,
Talk
Terry.
to you tomorrow.
Is
Don't
that
hate
right?
me.
Really? Don't hate me. God.
Bye.
Only women would come up with a line like that.
I'm ready to go.
Don't hate me.
I'm standing here outside your door.
What guy cares if he's hated?
To wake you up.
Hear how easy it should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this woman sounds stressed. She's going on a trip too.
Dawn is breaking, it's early morning.
That's right.
Taxi's waiting. He's blowing his
Should have been.
horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry.
I guess it is tough then.
So kiss me and smile for me.
Nah.
Tell me that you'll wait for me.
Don't count on it.
Hold me like you'll never let me go.
Yeah, whatever you interpret it as. Go ahead.
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
You promise?
I don't know when I'll be back again.
Not soon enough.
Oh, babe.
Or not long enough. Okay, well, that makes two of us. There it is, Terry. It's official now.
Yeah, she's gone.
Wow. Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Sweet goodbye.
She's off for her studying abroad, Terry.
There you go.
So I'll be studying abroad after the show. 229 Okay. And the text page number, of course, 97373. Don't you know? That's 97373. Don't you know? Now, also, we could take some calls maybe before the end of the show. We have some time. 1-866-663-T-Man. I can open the phone lines right now if you don't mind there, Terrence.
Okay.
Why don't you give me a quick story, by the way?
The owner's
1-866-663-T-Man. Go ahead.
Okay,
yes.
the owner of Larry's nightclub. He lost his initial bid to get his liquor license back yesterday.
He made a quick attempt.
He made a quick attempt.
Trying to salvage the Seahawk playoff weekend.
Yes. However,
He went to court.
He did yesterday, and
Trying
they
to get
said,
like some injunction.
Sorry. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You still get no liquor in your club.
They said, let's see, one of the players pretty much had his career ruined outside of your club, and this past weekend someone got stabbed on the dance floor.
Ooh, yeah, I'm going to put you down as that's bad.
Mhm.
Not good.
Right.
So they didn't see his side of the story, I guess.
Right. But they do say here in the newspaper article that despite the loss of its liquor license, the nightclub's owners plan to remain open for after-hours business.
Good luck.
So
after-hours business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Close the door. Lock
the old Prohibition days.
Right.
It's a liquor club.
So.
Okay, you're on the air. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. Anything that you would like to talk about, as far as I'm concerned, works just fine with me. Did Vinny really stay behind?
Excuse me?
I'm not asking you. Yeah, I'm waiting for an answer from you. Who's this?
This is Gina.
Hi, Gina. What can we do for you this morning?
What are you up to?
Oh, we're just doing a little radio show here. Don't mind us.
Oh, you're having a little radio show?
Yes.
How you know I want to be on a radio show with you?
Well, you called the show, which was our first impression that maybe that was the case. We shouldn't jump to conclusions, though.
You know what?
You know, I don't care. Radio's blasting.
That's presumptuous of you to think you want to be on the show.
You're on the air. Hello. 1-866-663-T-Man. Maybe I should make it clear. Only call the number if you'd like to be on the air.
Or give us your credit card number.
The toll-free number.
Oh, gosh.
And it's a little communication process we do here. We take your calls and we conversate back and forth. 1-866-663-T-Man. You're on the air.
Hi, T.
Hi.
I just want to say that sometimes Larry's After Hours is pretty crowded with the people who are all the E-bombers and the tweakers.
All right, well, thank you, Mrs. Larry. There you go. Trying to salvage the business. You're on the air.
Hey.
What's up?
Just want to say hi.
All right. Well, maybe we should introduce a couple of topics to the program.
Why?
All of a sudden, we're becoming gay phone operator's house. You're on the air.
Hey,
yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Does Nikki look good?
She looked pretty good. And that's the point. I would have never known she was the person who had lost 30, 40 pounds.
Right.
And because she looked good and didn't look like the body type with any kind of loose hanging skin, looking like an Arby's, what the text page I wrote yesterday, meat lovers sandwich.
Right.
I wouldn't want anyone to know that information if they didn't need to.
Yeah.
You know Nikki had to be mad. She just didn't want to admit it on the air.
Sure.
I understand women. I speak for all women. I know what's going on. You're on the air. Hello, Paul. Yes. Is this Paul?
Yeah, what's up, G-Man?
What's up, Paul? How are you?
I'm not doing too good.
Should I assume you're calling to talk on the radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just woke up and I'm driving to rehab and I had a cube on and I heard you and you said to call up, so I picked up my cell phone.
Yeah, I don't need the recap of the morning. But, okay.
Put a sock on. Put another sock on. Put my underwear on.
The sign between the Rice Krispies and the Rice Chex for breakfast, Tim, just so you know. All right, so what do you want to talk about this morning? I'm leaving it to the listeners, as I do on many a morning, to come up with the topics that they choose to talk about.
I want to talk about how it sucks to have to go to rehab, and they force you to go. How the cops force you to go to rehab.
They're forcing you to go to rehab?
Yeah.
How many DUIs do you have?
I don't have any DUIs, but I'm not 21. I have 3 MIPs.
Mm-hmm.
Minor
those are minor possessions.
I understand. So in order to pay your debt, rehab is part of the agreement.
Yeah, like a year treatment program.
A year in rehab?
So if you
severe.
But if you didn't take the rehab, what would you get? I mean, would you get jail time, or would you?
Probably, I don't know.
And would it stay on your record?
A year in rehab sounds like jail time.
Yeah.
He broke the law.
It's not every day. I don't
What 6 weeks?
I guess I get one of them dropped if I.
Wouldn't that be nice?
And are you allowed to leave? You're allowed to leave.
Right.
It's like they go once a week. It's not.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
All right.
But they have to go to the
What happened
classes.
to 10 days and a couple of 2-day follow-ups?
Yeah, what happened to that?
Chick Shadle with Pat O'Day, man.
How often? How often are you required to go to rehab?
How often?
Yeah.
I was doing it 3 days a week, 3 hours a day for 2 months.
Wow.
Now so once a week.
Once a week. All right, that's not terrible. How long?
Yeah.
How many hours in the once a week?
An hour and a half. That's where I'm going right now. It's from 9 to 10:30. I'm on my way.
That's not really rehab.
You have to be sober once a week then.
It just sucks, man.
It's like checking in with a parole officer.
Sorry, I didn't mean to swear.
It's like AA. Rehab's like in a room where you're shaking and you're in a white robe and freaking out because you want to drink.
And there are restraints and all that fun stuff.
Right.
Everybody's faking. Everybody's faking in my group. I know it.
They're faking?
Yeah, like
so
no
they can just
sober.
pass time.
Yeah.
No one's sober. Everyone's forced to be there. It's just a bunch of BS.
Well, call them out. Just point out the drunks today at rehab.
He's one of them. He doesn't want
Yeah, he's drinking right now on his way.
Are you still drinking? I'll take that as a yes.
No, I'm not. I'm good now.
Well,
that sounds like it.
Far from straight.
All right, man. Well, thanks for checking in.
Yeah, hey, I'll talk to you later, baby.
Say hi to all our friends at rehab.
Yeah.
I mean, is that rehab?
Save me a seat.
You're on the air. This is Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
How are you, Mike?
Doing good, doing good. Hey, I just want to, I'm getting out of here, getting ready to head back up to Alaska, and I figured something you could really appreciate. Telling everybody to stay out of my business when I'm gone.
You're leaving when for Alaska?
I'm leaving today, this afternoon.
For good?
Yeah, not for good, just to go out fishing, just go and have the job.
Oh, for how long?
3 months.
Outside your door.
Wow.
Yeah, so I gotta go, just like that little 20-year-old girl. Gotta go.
All right. So what do you want us to know?
I just wanted to let everybody who's listening that are my buddies that know who I am stay out of my business when I'm gone.
And that means don't touch your women, or what?
No, it just means something always comes up when I'm gone. I think it's okay for everybody to talk about.
Well, you got to be talking about specific business that you want them to stay clear of.
Personal business.
Like what? Give me an example of what they need to steer clear of.
Relationship. Wife and I had a little problem, and everybody wanted to get into that, like we were part of the U.S. Weekly.
Oh, you mean just talking about your stuff? They do that while you're here. What do you think? They're not going to do that when you're gone?
No, they do it when I'm gone. Stuff comes up that shouldn't come up when I'm gone.
I'm sure they do it while you're gone. They also do it when you're here and you're not just listening. So what's the big deal about that? Of course they're going to talk about your stuff, man. You got a little Inquirer life going on there.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean,
what happened between you and your wife that's so much the gossip situation?
It wasn't going the right way, and so we've been trying to fix it up.
What way was it going?
Downhill.
Why? Were you cheating on her?
No. It's just everybody thought I was doing bad stuff, but nobody could prove anything.
That's because you're in Alaska.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
Mike,
the thing is everybody expects that there's a woman everywhere.
Between you, me, and the lamppost. I love the lamppost there.
God, lampposts are great, huh?
Biggest gossiper of them all. Between you, me, and the lamppost.
And a great listener.
Very loyal listener. Between you, me, and the lamppost, Mike, in the past 2-3 years. How long have you been married?
2 years. Right
in the past year and a half, Mike.
Yes.
Between this moment now and the past year and a half, have you screwed any woman besides your wife? That's a yes. The pause.
I know.
No.
The pause is all I needed to hear, Mike. Mike?
No, actually, no, I haven't.
It would have either been a quick no or it's a yes.
Well, no. See, we've been separated for a little while, so.
Oh, that's his out.
But I did not. But I did not have sex. I did not inhale.
I love going on a break for my wife.
Right.
As soon as I put my dick in someone else, I'm on a break.
Right. Well, no, it wasn't real intercourse, you know.
Because he didn't spooge.
Right.
I see.
Go catch me a snapper tonight.
Mike?
Yes.
Can you truly tell me right now with 100% certainty that you will come back after 3 months of being in Alaska without making an attempt at setting it down with some other woman?
I like teeth, man. I like teeth. And up there in Alaska, they don't have teeth.
It's a good line, Mike. Doesn't really answer the question.
It avoids it very well.
I will be 100%.
In that third month, you'll go toothless woman.
Where I go, they don't have. There's a tree. There's a woman behind every tree, and there's about 2 trees up there.
All right, Mike.
So I'll be safe. But
anyone listening that knows Mike, if you talk about his stuff, if you talk about his life, if you gossip about his crap, you're going to have to answer to Mike.
Whoa. Awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
But what happens when they answer you? They're probably laughing right now. What happens if they have to answer to you? What are you making it clear that they have to worry about?
Well, see, everybody tells me their business, so I'll just get out on their business.
Oh, so you just return. You're not going to, like, beat them down. You're just the type to get even in exactly the way they...
Yeah, I like getting the dirty even, something where, just started dating a girl or something, some guy, and I say, well,
I thought you were going to put some fear in saying, I'll go around stabbing people, T-Man.
Beat him with a fish stick.
That's how you get into the ladies. You get in mentally with the ladies, and then that screws everything up.
All right, Mikey.
Wow, he's a man.
He knows all the tricks. All right, too bad we're losing you to Alaska. All right, take care.
Yeah. Big loss.
Oh, jeez. A 1-866, a 663, a T-Man. That's a 1-866, a 663, a T-Man. Good luck finding the A on your phone. Is there an A? Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Found it, didn't you?
That might be confusing.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my number to 229-SHAT. Now that I know there's an A.
Shat. Yes. And we'll be back with more calls after these words. The T-Man.
No, baby, no. Don't, baby, don't let it go. When it's for real, it's forever, so don't forget about us.
Let's check out a couple of these text pages here that are rolling in at 97373. That's 97373. All right. I'm at Denny's right now. The plumbing's backed up. He could. Oh no. 8:50 and 30 seconds. What's Mike's wife's name? I want to get up in his business.
Oh yeah.
Referring to the caller from the last segment, Terry. In case you're not following along with the program.
Oh, I got it. I've been following the bouncing ball.
Oh, it is 8:46. Well, I didn't know it was out. Okay, I'll put it away. 8:46 and 31 seconds. That pussy caller is being forced to go to rehab because the cops are trying to get it through his thick head that if he's going to drink, don't get caught.
Yeah, that is a lot of times to get caught. How
3 times with alcohol?
How tough is it to not get caught?
Man. Well, I never heard of really anyone getting caught with alcohol and being, like, cited for it.
I have some friends that got caught like once.
But he, what, 3 times,
He's
right?
got caught 3 times.
Yeah, with MIP.
Well, let's go pre-funk at the police house.
Dad's probably a cop.
Rehab dude dropped the F-bomb, but that's cool with me. Is that true? The rehab guy said the F word on the air? I didn't hear it. And if I didn't hear it, it doesn't count.
I didn't hear it.
Didn't hear it.
Didn't hear it.
Thank you for all getting on record with the FCC. I don't think he did, but anyway. Let's see what else we got here. Why are you always talking crap about Kent? I didn't talk crap about Kent, did I? Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Anyway, let's see here. Terry isn't sad that Kendall is leaving because she feels threatened by her. She doesn't want to share airtime with a younger female.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the case, Terry?
No, that's not the case.
Okay, you just don't like her. All right. Anyway.
There's probably some people she's threatened by, but I don't think Kendall.
8:43 and 6 seconds. Nikki, that you just had on his show, loves to bump. I know that for a fact.
Wow.
Yes. This guy knows for a fact, Terry. I love people that know stuff for a fact.
I want to call the Nikki bumper.
Jesus.
I want to call everybody.
I know.
We only knew Nikki for like, what, 4 minutes?
If that.
You want to call the Nikki bumper?
Wow.
All right, let me just go through some other text pages, and if you still want to call the Nikki bumper, we can.
Pretty sure I won't.
8:43 and 3 seconds. I just ate a Fuji apple for breakfast.
Oh, those are tasty.
My favorite.
They are.
It's pretty hot.
Very good.
Yes. Wow, that's a big endorsement, Terry. Next week she'll be doing spots for Fuji apples.
Right.
And they're good. Have you never had one?
I've had one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
If she gets an Apple gig, that's really going to help you with this.
8:43 and 1 second.
Hey, it's keep nice cherry free down here at the market.
You have to eat apples to get the gig, Stephen.
The Fuji apple people
apples every day.
The Fuji apple people may want to be aware of this next page. 8:43 and 1 second. I've seen Terry Free's poster at the Super Mall, and she looks like a chubby Asian Billy Bob Thornton.
Wow. Cool.
Is that your before picture they have up there?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, jeez.
Billy Bob Thornton.
You've lost weight since then.
Sure.
Now you look completely different. Chubby Asian Billy Bob Thornton.
But Kendall's telling Nikki right now, Terry used to be really fat.
Oh, Terry was never really fat. But she has taken Gay's personal trainer and lost about 20 pounds, right?
27.
Wow,
she's looking
sorry,
good.
I didn't mean to shortchange you there.
Sure.
Heaven forbid we should forget the 7 pounds she's tacked on to her bottom line.
Pushing 30. That's great.
When you're a girl, every pound counts.
That's right.
Apparently
Especially
so.
at 5 feet tall.
Why she takes off her shoes when she weighs herself.
Because she basically snapped at me and made sure I was aware of the 27 pounds.
It's not a mere 20.
All right.
I'm a harder worker than that. You give me credit.
That's right.
Glad I'm not a woman.
8:42. Well, some say anyway.
What?
8:42 and 41 seconds. Somebody writes, I just saw Kendall on MySpace, and she's freaking hot. I would have missed her. I would have missed her. The rest of it doesn't really make sense. The guy just went crazy. Anyway, is Power's wife's name Lola? If so, I just banged her last night. Some Lola running around claiming she's Flower's wife.
Lola may have been his ex.
Maybe every woman who's married makes up the name Lola when they have side action.
Side action. That could be.
8:41 and 56 seconds. Somebody writes, if Kendall gets lonely in Italy, I'll fly over there in a heartbeat.
Wow. The boyfriend's already going, though, in 2 months, right?
I don't know.
That guy ain't flying anywhere.
I'm not listening. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Man with a... T-Man is a panty hamster.
Jeez.
Kendall gives us bitches a bad name.
Wow.
Writes Julie. Tell Steven to shut his cock holster.
It's interesting.
Terry has dirty Purina.
Nothing about dogs, though, lately. That's interesting.
Well, Purina.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Jeez, Steven.
I was thinking cat food for some reason. I guess they make dog food, too, don't
Yeah,
they?
Lucky for them.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Let me see if that's pretty much... There's a lot of text pages here.
Anything more about Nikki?
Yes. Somebody writes at 8:25 and 23 seconds, I think you should replace Kendall's stupid ass with her friend Nikki on the air. If I was Nikki, I'd be beating her ass down as you speak. I think Nikki wanted to. But had to keep her best foot forward instead of putting that best foot right in Kendall's ass.
Well, that was very ladylike of her then. Good for her.
How do you not read that one?
Oh, jeez. I don't even know what it means, to be honest.
Okay.
But it just seems funny. I got Kendall's daily face cream sitting right up here in the napkin.
Jeez.
I think I get it.
Why am I not able to visualize what he...
You know, you in the laundry room?
Yeah, not everybody uses napkins.
Face cream.
Yeah, wants to apply it on her.
Oh, okay. All right. I was focusing too much on the face. Anyway, all right, whatever. It still seemed funny to me. What else here? Kendall's an undercover hater. I'm rushing to the airport. I'm rushing to the airport to see Kendall off right now.
Oh, man.
That's great.
Kendall's a liar. I love it when you make her cry. I'd like to pour Kendall's friend. I want to be Kendall's new best friend now that she's just lost hers. I got a chubby just listening to Kendall and their friend. 4 months of Kendall-free radio. Please don't call her ever again. Signed, Victor.
Wow, Victor.
I bet Pasty didn't have any skin left on his wiener after watching. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
What? Come on. What?
Watching what?
I don't know why I shouldn't.
The Bachelor in Paris?
Oh, jeez.
He was pretty hot, dude. I said, wee wee, big boy. I got an Eiffel Tower for you.
All right, Jerry, what else is going on in the world, please?
Oh, I got a story out of New York about a woman who is suing Applebee's because they gave her 5-year-old son a Long Island iced tea, and they admitted to it. Apparently, she is suing for $75,000. What happened is this young 33-year-old woman took her 5-year-old son to dinner at Applebee's. He ordered himself an apple juice, but they brought him a Long Island iced tea.
It was an oversight, I'm
right,
sure.
Right,
Okay.
But they did admit, yes, sorry about the oversight.
Whatever happened to accidents happen.
No.
You know?
After the kid drinks it.
All right, the kid's going to be in rehab by age 6, but still.
Well, when they notice it's in the cool, take home with you glass, they should have noticed something. It's not apple juice.
And there was a dildo in my Happy Meal. Okay, everyone okay now?
Really?
No.
That's why I was so happy?
I was very happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I would be the type, if it was my child, to say, all right, it was an oversight. Obviously, you can just take a couple of sips and realize what the deal is. I don't think any 5-year-old is going to be able to enjoy that drink like the average 25-year-old.
All right. Well, she claims that her 5-year-old, she didn't, really realize that her 5-year-old drank it until his eyes were all glazed over and he started laughing.
It was a 5-year-old boy.
Yeah.
So she's trying to make it like her son drank it all and then got all sloppy drunk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Started hitting on the waitress.
And then got behind the wheel of the car and killed 3 people. And it's all Applebee's to blame. Is that it?
Well, they admit, yes, we accidentally did bring your son a Long Island iced tea. We're sorry.
Nothing like seeing a 5-year-old with a lampshade on his head dancing around.
Yeah, on the table.
Mom, you have nice boobs. I used to love sucking on them.
Now, did the mom order it and they just mixed it up?
No.
The mom ordered an orange juice or whatever you said she ordered.
No, the little boy said he wanted an apple juice.
An apple juice.
So
little boys 5-year-old boys are ordering for themselves these days?
Sure.
I didn't order for myself until I was 19.
Wow.
Jerry Tepper did all my ordering.
Really?
I don't like it.
Shrimp and chicken?
Yes.
So.
Never that fancy.
So he ordered it and he asked for an apple juice.
Yeah, I'm sure he just said, she said, well, would you like to drink? He said apple juice. It's not that tough to say at 5. So, but somehow got the drink mixed up and brought him along.
All right, the drinks were mixed up.
Relax.
They got mixed up. Relax.
Okay.
Give him a break.
Gotcha. She's not gonna, but. Yeah.
She's not gonna. She wants the
75 grand.
She wants the vault. She wants 75 grand for her pain and suffer. Whatever.
Yeah. Trauma, actually.
She wanted him to wait till he was 8 years old before she gave him his first nip.
So.
Stop being a prick to Kendall, T-Man. Sometimes you go for ratings more than people's feelings. You know what?
Oh, jeez.
My dealings with Kendall is not some big quest for ratings, all right?
She's a big
I
rating.
stopped worrying about our ratings years ago. Our ratings seem to take care of themselves. Lord.
I think sometimes you're just too real with people and they...
Yeah.
This is the way I feel, yeah. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. A lot of things I do cost us ratings, I'm sure. They could be even higher.
Like putting Kendall on.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Somebody writes, Stephen, congratulations on the impending birth of your son. I'm sure you will make a great father. P.S. You're a dickhead.
Wow.
All true.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't be sure you'll be a great father.
Well, he's sure that I will be a great father.
I said you can't be sure.
No,
you said all true, like he's completely accurate, and you don't know. I mean, we all know you're a dickhead. But as far as being a great father, you don't know that.
Well, I'll try my best to be a great father.
All right, well, that's different.
It is different.
Yeah, because people try and fail.
There are people that fail.
Now,
yes.
my prediction is you will try and succeed.
Ah, well, thank you. That's nice.
But we don't know for sure.
We don't know for sure.
Right. I just passed, by the way, when I was during the break going out to take a piss. I passed your wife in the hallway. I didn't, pee on her or anything. But I passed her, and I said, hey.
Were you adjusting at the time in the hallway like you normally do?
I'm always adjusting.
You normally do, yeah.
And I go right past the other way.
Oh, yeah. We know.
We
dig deep. Whoa.
I made sure to inform her that we're all hanging on her every step right now, knowing that the due date for Ben's arrival. You gonna call him Ben, Benny, Benjamin? What are you gonna call
Benny,
him?
probably.
All right. You gonna call him Ben?
Probably Benjamin or Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin.
Now, do you know the sex of the kid yet? I want to make sure that you're still not unclear.
Well, I would say that that he's going to be a boy.
Okay.
Well, the due date is Friday, which means any second now. Are you going to say that's all the people helping you deliver the child?
Yes.
You going to tell them how fractious it is?
I want to see that.
You're going to tell Ben as soon as he's born, hey, you're born out of fractious.
The doctor's going to go, come on now, big push, big push.
Oh, yeah, I'm the biggest.
Yeah, you're having twins. Bonus baby.
Wild card.
Well, I've got it already.
Can we all be in the room?
Well, the question I really want to know, obviously your wife is going to, they're not planning any kind of cesarean section, are they?
Well, they're not planning it, no.
All right. I mean, that could always happen, yes, but that's not the plan. So she's going to attempt to have the child vaginally, and my wonder is, are you going to be there to witness your wife's VJ the size of a watermelon?
A watermelon?
Yes.
Well, I will definitely be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's going to get out of
So, you're doing it that way? I'm out.
Well, I just wonder, are you going to be in a position? Have you discussed with your wife?
I'll be holding the video camera.
Have you discussed?
Oh my God, stop.
Have you discussed with your wife?
Yes.
As to whether you're going to be in a position where you may be able to witness the oversized VJ in action?
Well, I don't know if we talk about it in that sense, really.
My wife, I remember we had that discussion. She was very clear that she did not want me in that position. I said, well, I mean, I'm the dad. I got to be there to see his head pop out. Now, of course, it never got to that because the baby never could get even close to coming out vaginally. He was 8 pounds, 11 ounces. She's a little girl. And she never dilated more than like 6 centimeters.
Whoa!
Just big enough for me.
Jeez. Yeah, you don't want her the size of GPO's
She didn't,
private area.
She didn't want me there. And I even said to her, I mean, she, I guess, is the one who gets the final word, because you know I'm just a whipped husband like anyone else, I guess. Anyway, it's not like I was going to fight. I picked my battles. That wasn't what I had. I demand to see your baby this big.
I need to see that.
I'm just wondering.
I think we've seen enough on tape now. I don't need to see it anymore. But
yeah, are you going to be in position to see it, Stephen? Yes or no?
I think that I will most likely be in position to be next to her.
So up by her head. That's where I was supposed to be.
Yeah, holding on.
But I would imagine if
wipe her brow and all that crap.
Right.
If the baby's coming out, I'll probably see things because I'll be cutting the cord and all that kind of stuff. And
you have to
with
do
your
that.
shaky hand and thyroid.
I don't think I have a shaky hand, and I don't think the thyroid. I'll be all well medicated. So
you talked about back in the day you could barely move your arms.
Well,
when he wasn't taking the medication.
Right.
I'm sure that
doesn't happen on every
met
day.
it up.
Well, let's say the excitement and trauma of this event causes the medication to be like null and void, and he can't lift his arm to cut the cord.
Well, then I won't do it.
Falls out.
Then
Kid's going to be 16 with a cord.
Then probably I won't do it. I mean, they probably have people trained to do it then.
So the answer then...
A trained cord cutter.
Yeah.
The answer just...
Damn, you're taking my job.
The answer, just to be clear for the record, is you're not going to be in position to see your wife's expanded vaginal area.
Probably not.
Okay, I can put that down on the record then. Let the record reflect.
Yes, sir.
Stephen will have no knowledge of the oversized VJ.
Gotcha.
Upon impact.
Gotcha. It's in the record.
Thank you so much. You can close that now, Terry.
All right.
Very good.
Oh,
no, come on.
Oh, it's so quiet for you.
I feel like I'm in my dad's station wagon.
Got the 8-track blaring.
Yeah.
Alcohol sitting right next to you.
All right, well, I promised more calls, so let's get back to those real quick. Who's this? Is this Janae?
What's so great about that? It's Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Janae?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you, Janae? Just so you know, on the record it says Stephen will not be in position to see the oversized vagina. Go ahead, yes.
Well, I have a question.
All right.
Okay, so my best friend
Yeah.
dating this girl. He's a boy.
Oh.
And she hates me for some reason. And she will not let him see me at all. Like, we can't hang out.
You like the fact that she hates you because it makes you feel like she's threatened by you, and you like telling everyone that she hates you, right?
Well, I don't
You
tell
take it as a compliment, obviously, and I'm not saying it shouldn't be taken as a compliment, but you love it. She feels threatened by you and your relationship with him.
But I don't know why.
Why? Because are you a good-looking lady?
I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
But she's
You
really
know
cute
so.
herself.
Huh?
She's really cute herself.
Yes, but in her eyes, you may be just a tad cuter.
Okay, well, so, like, my best friend and I, like, always have things planned to do with each other.
Have you ever gotten together with this best friend?
No.
Not in any capacity?
No.
Not even a finger, maybe in a drunken night somewhere?
No.
Come on. How long has he been your best friend?
Since 8th grade.
And you're in 9th grade now?
No.
Are you still in a grade?
No.
No
I'm
grades.
in college. I'm 21.
You're in college?
Yeah. 21.
You're 21, and he's been your best friend since 8th grade.
Wow, that's a lot.
I mean, has he been the best friend all the way through, or he's your best friend now, but you've known him since 8th grade?
No, he's been my best friend forever.
Best friend the day you met him in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And all your friends around you guys know that you guys are best friends and only best friends.
Bumped into him in the hallways at 8th grade and said, hey, you're the best friend.
Well.
Oh, okay, it took some time.
Yeah.
A couple weeks. All right.
Yeah.
So he's your best friend, and you do a lot of stuff together?
Yeah. Well, not since he's been with her.
All right, but you go over, so you feel like you're losing your best friend. So you go over through the course of your friendship, you go over his house, he comes over your place, stuff like that?
Yep.
You hang out Friday, Saturday nights?
Mm-hmm.
And he's never made an attempt at you?
Not that I really remember.
Oh, look at my anus. I mean, come on.
Oh, that's an attempt?
That's friend stuff, right?
He's never made a move?
No.
Maybe you're not as hot as I thought. Or...
But he's not.
He's what?
He's not.
He's not gay.
Has he had girlfriends in the past that you've become friends with? And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl knew that you guys were best friends prior to you guys getting together?
Yes.
How come you're not attracted to him?
Well, I was when we first became good friends.
Mm-hmm. Is he a good-looking guy?
He is.
He's got a big dick or no?
I wouldn't know.
You have no knowledge of that? Come on, maybe you've never really handled it, but...
told me he does, but I've personally never seen it or...
Mm-hmm.
Those are overrated anyway.
So, all right, so she's threatened by you, and because of that, your friendship with him is in jeopardy.
Right.
And you are bothered by this, and you want to know what you can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing?
He's going to choose the girlfriend over you if push comes to shove, and he is, there's really no counter move you can make unless you want to go to battle with this lady and maybe take the long shot odds that you could come out the winner. Or you got to start putting out for this guy.
Well, how long have they been dating?
They've known each other for, since September, and they've been dating since, November.
Terry, through the course of history is what I'm telling her is through the course of history, this is a battle that can't be won.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He's not going to choose your friendship, even though it's had a nice bit of history and he appreciates it. He's not going to drop this girlfriend that he obviously is into right now because your friendship with him is in jeopardy. He'll downplay it. Oh, we're fine. Oh, I'll still hang out with you. I'll still have my time. But his time that he's going to be allotting to you is going to be dwindled down as time and days continue to go on. You're going to see less and less of him, as assuming that he continues to have this relationship with this girl thrive. The minute it's over, he'll come running back to you as the best friend. Mm-hmm. But if the relationship with this girl continues to click, your best friendship with him is going to wane down to zero eventually. And that's sad, but that's the realities of life. You should have put out for this guy.
But as a best...
You're jealous. You want him now.
I don't.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You just want the friendship? The friendship was so awesome that you can't live without the friendship?
What do you guys do?
Well, he's just... What?
What do you guys do that you're going to miss so much as far as losing your best friend?
Well, I mean, he's just been my best friend since,
I heard that part.
Grade.
I heard that part.
We do everything together.
Like what? Give me a specific thing. You got
classes together.
You have classes and go to clubs together.
Well, yeah.
And when you go to clubs together, you helped each other. You helped hook each other up.
Well, not really for him. I mean, girls would always come up to me and be like, "Is that your dude?" And I'm like, "Nah." And so, but I mean, he doesn't like to be hooked up. He kind of likes to just chill in the clubs or whatever and drink a lot. But
so what? If I could wave a magic wand and make something happen right now, and I just happen to have one right here, what would that be?
That's magic.
What's the best case scenario from your point of view? You have this woman be hit by a train?
Well, no. I want him to be happy with her, but
you want her to accept you as a best friend, and you guys got to do things together as a threesome?
Well, no. Mm-hmm. No.
Then what's... All right, I'll let you answer. I'm waving the wand. Okay. What do you want to have happen?
I just want her to accept the fact that, me and him are best friends. She... we're supposed
But is that normal human nature for a woman to be accepting of? You're a good-looking girl, so you say. She's now with him. She don't want him hanging out with a good-looking girl. It's not appropriate when he's got a serious girlfriend. I'll listen to you. You sound like you just lost your best friend.
Yeah. I was going to say, you just broke her heart right there.
Well, she's now having it be...
hit over the head with the reality.
It's setting in the realities of the world.
Right,
That's where I come into play, Terry. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm going to tell you the way it is.
You're the big hammer.
But if he's such a good friend of yours, he would try and make it work.
Nope. He knows it can't. It's not a natural equation that just falls into place. Just can't work out like that.
Why can't they do things all together?
Because she, the new girlfriend, doesn't want it that way.
Yeah. Well, then.
And that's normal human nature from her point of view. Should have given him a hand job or something.
Wow.
You might have held a little more weight in his mind. I mean, it's a token one here or there through the course of the 8-9 years you've been friends.
You learn your lesson.
You learn your lesson. You're going to be a best friend with a guy. A token hand job here or there would be a nice move.
That wouldn't have been weird. You guys can move on from that.
Yeah, I don't know how you've been best friends for so long. You hang out, go to clubs together, you drink together, you do all this stuff. I mean, you're 21 now, but I'm sure you've been drinking a while, right? Have you been going to clubs?
Yeah.
All right, you shouldn't have been. But anyway,
shame on you.
I can't believe you never had a moment, at least.
Yeah.
Never had a moment?
Well, maybe a moment. We've never, like...
now there's a moment. What happened in the moment?
We don't count oral.
What happened in the moment?
In the moment, we kind of just... Well, I mean, things got kind of carried away, and then...
All right, what happened? How far did it get carried away? Had sex?
How far?
You never told us to anyone, have you?
What?
How far did you get carried away?
Well, I mean, we were pretty close to doing...
Answer me! Spit it out! How far did you get carried away? If need be, just give me a base.
Okay, a base.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Halfway between second and third.
Uh-huh. A second ago, or through this whole conversation, there was no detection of this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, she's looking at the third base coach for a sign. Should I go? Should I stop?
But that was when we, like, right after we graduated. We were 18.
Little graduation present, huh?
Oh.
And you wonder why this new girl in his life is a little bit threatened. She senses. Women sense. I'll give you that. I'll tell you that about women. They can sniff it out. They know what's the aroma that exists there, Terry. She's sniffing it out. It's over. Your friendship with him is over. You should have went to third all the way. Wow. In standing. Stand up triple.
When you've had boyfriends in the past, have they been pretty accepting of him as your best friend?
Yeah.
That's different. It's a different dynamic. Let me tell you this. I would start to come to grips with the fact that in all likelihood, your friendship with him has seen its best days. It's in the rearview mirror. You have to now start organizing your life accordingly, and that means moving forward without this best friend that you've had, at least to the large capacity that you've been friends. Maybe a token call you'll get here or there, or maybe he'll sneak a luncheon with you or whatever, but he knows the way she feels towards you. She doesn't want you hanging out with him. You're not going to fight for him, are you?
Well, no.
All right. Well, then you got to accept it and move forward. I know that's sad. A lot of things in life are sad. Okay. All right.
But people move on.
People move on.
They do.
You'll be
Find
fine.
new best friends.
Is he like your only friend?
No.
I don't know.
Sounds like
you sound
she
pretty
is.
broken up over
Yeah.
this.
She likes him.
Yeah, she's
Well, then she's
more
got to
emotionally
admit.
attached.
Then she's got to admit that to me today. I can only deal with the call as it's being described to me.
Right. But maybe
I'm direct. If people are direct with me, I'll give them the advice they're looking for accordingly.
Right.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to give you the way it is. And you can't fight this battle. Unless his relationship with her diminishes. You're on the outside now, baby.
But I'm just supposed to accept, like, you know...
You have no choice.
Like he comes running back when they break up or whatever.
Well, he's a friend. And if you're a true friend, you'll understand what position he was put in by this bitch.
Wow.
All right? Well, that's the way she refers to her.
Right, okay, gotcha.
So I'm just putting in terms she can understand.
I gotcha.
All right? So what she's got to be thinking about her. She took her best friend away from her.
Right.
And then when he comes running back, then give the hand job.
It didn't have to be this way, Terry.
But sometimes
this callous new girlfriend of his is calling the shots.
Yeah.
And he's listening to her. And why? Because he's banging her. Does that bother you that he's banging her? I think
no,
it does.
It doesn't.
I think it does, deep inside.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
Whoa.
It really doesn't bother me.
I believe you. I really do. Give us a call in about a week.
Okay.
You'll probably be even more depressed then.
Right.
And we'll try to cheer you up.
Okay.
All right? Your name again was what?
Janae.
It was lovely talking to you, Janae.
Okay.
I feel bad for you, but I feel bad for a lot of people, so. You're not special. All right. Thank you for the call. I appreciate your honesty, at least to the point. I'm not completely sure we have every detail, but at least we got more than we had.
Right. But again, there's certain things that she doesn't want to admit to, or she's not in touch with, or she's denying.
Janae, you're going to be fine.
Okay.
Okay, baby?
All right.
All right. T-Man loves you, baby.
What?
Never mind.
The T-Man. Shelly Hart and you.
final text pages before we check out for the morning, baby.
Gotcha.
9:34 and 11 seconds. Somebody writes, Terry's wizard sleeve is dilated to 28 centimeters all the time.
Yeah, that's the way I like it.
Oh, jeez. 9:30 and 40 seconds. She sounds way hot. I'll be her new best friend, please.
That was nice.
Referring to the previous caller. 9:28 and 55 seconds. Sounds like a stand-up triple to me. The listeners with their own interpretations of the last caller, Terry.
Yeah.
Why is this your last year? What else we got here? I'll pay Hotshot $4 to beat up Stephen Kilbreath.
Make it $4.50. You got a deal. I probably couldn't. His thyroid would become enlarged and he'd kill me.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
I'd like to see that.
I think you could kill me if you wanted to.
9:08 and 2 seconds. T-Man, be my morning talk show host in my new movie called The Evading.
Oh, there you go.
Sure.
Who's it starring?
Right.
What if it's it down? It's like
Lauren
Julia
Tooze.
Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren Tooze.
She's going to cut the cheese.
Oh, you're stupid.
Nice. Much love. You make my morning enjoyable.
She's not Lauren Threes.
Want to wish Kendall the best of luck. She deserves it.
Oh, so sweet.
Signed her dad, who couldn't take her to the airport.
Japanese pears kick the crap out of Fuji apples any day.
Wow.
I want a donkey punch Kendall. T-Man, how do I find you on MySpace? Have I not made that clear, Terry?
No.
Oh, I haven't?
No.
Oh, well,
You've
everyone
said,
seems to have found me. I get thousands upon thousands of emails from MySpace.
You
Terry.
just gotta let people find you on their own. So
yeah, that's what I said, right?
Right.
Well, it's how difficult is it? I mean, you go to the search area, click on the email search part, and you put in the T-Man at themanshow.com.
You have to be a member, though.
Member. Let's see here. Yeah. For a year now, I haven't been able to make up my mind. It is so true, T-Man. Women don't know what they want.
Oh.
They don't know what they want. 9:01 and 26 seconds. Somebody writes, ooh, me satchel.
Okay. Whatever that means.
Not sure what a satchel is, really.
9 o'clock and 4 seconds. Somebody writes, no 5-year-old would drink alcohol and not say anything unless he's used to drinking already or he's afraid of his mom. ... Bad mother. Referring to that story you brought up, Terry.
Yes.
The lawsuit that's in progress.
It is in progress.
They're going to break the bank.
Hey, you think the kid would know that it wasn't apple juice?
Yeah.
At 5.
Kid can ask for apple juice.
Well, he doesn't know it's liquor. He just thinks it tastes bad. But this is apple juice.
Well,
right, but you would say I ordered
drinking something that tastes bad at any age.
Right.
Who says Long Island's taste bad?
Well, they probably don't, but I mean, he'd probably say, this is an apple juice, and I know that you have apple juice.
As good as Long Island's taste, 5-year-old's not going to really appreciate it.
Right.
For its taste value. I'm glad we can get that straight. Take that.
Well, we should have people bring their 5-year-olds down tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, first 5-year-old wants to come up and we'll line up some drinks for you tomorrow.
Like a taste test.
Little taste test. Yes. Look forward to that.
Okay, wait.
The T-Man.